You, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Born in Asphalt World, March 8th, 2021. We're here out in Stu Leonard's, Danbury, Connecticut, the world's largest dairy store. This is not opening day, but this is spring training here. Special project going on this morning here. These guys gotta be open for April 1st. We're probably about 3 weeks pre-season here, but so we're gonna do a little spring training. We gotta pave inside this tent. We got 100-degree heat out here. I'll show you the first victim of the year. First one. Sitting over there in the shade on the trailer.
But first, they gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
This mother's gonna break your back.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know the names? We are the
Hey, buddy, slow down. That's a long road. Yeah, well, man won't read. Let's just give it to him.
What's up, guys? We're out here at this new Amazon distribution center in Southington, Connecticut. This is a 300,000 square foot lot. Let's get to work.
And then break it off. Yeah. Go hard. Yeah. What are we racing for? Want speed? Give it to us. Use that shovel like it was your spoon. Shag it, man.
Today's a good day. We're top coating. We took out 70 loads of millings out of here. 700 ton of binder yesterday. Now we're topping 700 ton of top. And today ought to be a quick day. I want to be at the yard at 3:30. Over. Let's do it.
Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. Higher, higher, it's burning through to my soul.
That's it. That's the end of it. Man, there's still daylight. About 2 hours left. What do we do now? Nothing.
Why is it important, do you guys think, to instill that hard work in kids at an early age?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have 4 sons. These guys went off to college, played Little League, had every opportunity into the world to do whatever they wanted to do. But I took them when they were 3 years old. As soon as they could walk, I threw them in the truck with me because I thought one thing the most important, and much like the Lee family, I'm sure, I wanted to teach them how to work. I wasn't going to let them pick up lazy habits, bad habits down the street. And my wife said I was doing the wrong thing. She said they need to go work elsewhere and to learn that they got to start from the bottom. I started them from the bottom, and
Is that true?
taught. Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Certified.
Oh yeah. You start with a shovel. You start with a broom. We swept for $3 an hour. Everyone here in this line swept for $3 an hour, and I believe that character. Wherever this entire family ends up tomorrow, next week, if they end up selling real estate, sailing yachts across the Mediterranean Sea, once that's implanted in a child, you can't take that away. And that's where family strength comes from in business, right through the ladder.
Yeah, this is the exact type of dedication to the industry that inspired the Raised on Blacktop movement, which is why we're here today. So, can you tell me a little bit how this got started?
Leave that up to Matt. He's the guy here.
Yeah, I mean, as American Pavement, we do a lot on social media. We wanted to start selling our gear online, and I thought instead of maybe not just doing just American Pavement gear, why don't we create something that the whole industry can come together? Because as we know, pavers, it's a competitive industry, right? We're not always friendly. I like to think we are with our local contractors. But if we can all come together as something as simple as Raised on Blacktop, I mean, if you think about it too, I would say maybe 8 out of 10 paving companies in the country are probably family-owned businesses, right? Anyone can connect to Raised on Blacktop, and now even more so, I have my friends wearing Raised on Blacktop, and it just represents hard work, it represents hustle and family. So
I think it's such a cool initiative, just the play on words and how you guys have branded yourselves. And really the entire industry is starting to recognize it, and it's cool to really come together.
Yeah,
So-
and we're hoping that for outsiders and everybody that it's not just about being raised on blacktop, it's also about being raised to hustle with your family. That's what the brand also stands for.
How do you think it can help inspire new generations of hard workers?
yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty simple. If we can get, like I said, there's a lot of family-owned paving companies, right? So if we can just get the kids that are come from a family-owned business to stay in the business, to grow up thinking that paving is cool, paving is fun, and paving, as we all know, is a great way to make some coin. So if we could just keep that going and keep our families involved in the business, I think that's a great start.
But we also have individuals in our town that see us and they see, oh, look at these guys, it's cool, it's hip, it's sexy. And they want to be a part of that. We have 15-year-olds coming in 10th grade that are sending us messages on Facebook and Instagram saying, can we come work for you?
Right.
And that's, we think, is huge, that we're inspiring these kids maybe not to go to college, but to pick up a trade. And that's what we're all about as well.
And asphalt is not a dirty job anymore.
No.
And when I started, it was, but now it's pretty high-end, pretty technical, and obviously getting real cool. We're standing behind a blanket today, which when Mike and I started was unheard of. healthy diet right there. Watermelon and a little bit of diesel fuel. Make you strong as a bull.
According to CDC.
That's science guideline.
I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean.
Good morning, World of Asphalt. It is January the 3rd?
3rd, yes, the 3rd.
And yeah, we're still working. We actually rolled right in. We had a couple days off for Christmas, but the phone is still ringing and we are working. We want to show the world and even people in the business that, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and you get anything done.
Help me load the truck, I already packed my bags. I gotta go now, I don't know when I'll be back. The life I live is taking my soul. If you weren't sticking around, then I'd lose all hope. I'm digging oil for the company man. He's getting rich, well I get calloused hands. And about my life he could give a damn. See, I got bills to pay, but he needs more land.
Everyone thinks we're city boys. Look at us. Overall. So it's 11 o'clock. We got in about, I started mixing at 7:15 this morning. Wanted it to warm up a little bit. We made about, I don't know, 10, 15 ton, loaded on our truck. Then we had a couple orders come in, so we loaded them out. And we're doing a patch job for the city of Danbury. It's a water main break, so I got a truck coming back now. We're gonna load them out shortly, so we'll get that footage. Basically this video, I wanna tell you all about this machine. I wanna show you our process. Hopefully my dad will be back here. He'll take you to the job because I gotta stay here and cook it up. Happy New Year, baby. We're back, 2024. Let's go. This is what I'm thinking, 2024. I've been reading all the comments, right? So I know you guys want more content, more videos. First of all, we're a paving company first, okay? YouTube, it doesn't even come second, it comes third or fourth. For anyone that wants more content, I think there's a lot of YouTube subscribers that don't even know about our Instagram page. So make an Instagram account. I think we have one of the best Instagram accounts in the industry by far. That's something that's getting updated every day. But anyways, for 2024, I'm thinking about, Shane, you're gonna set me up with a camera. GoPro. I'll get a camera. I'll just bring it and film every day. I think we'll get more raw footage. The videos will be much better. I'm even gonna try to teach my dad how to, he'll just be grabbing it, you know. But I think that way we can get more like raw footage, because that's what the people want, right? You know, we'll do like 3-4 jobs. We're not gonna do one project, one job. The reason we've been doing that is because that's the way we've been able to schedule it, right? I got to schedule, hope to pray that the job lines up on the same day. You know, like the last job we did, we kind of missed the milling, we got the paving. So that's just the reality of what we're doing. But I think if I get a nice little camera set up, we can film more, right? That'll be good. What do you guys think? Got the new hoodies right here. These are restocked, thick. These run a little bit big. This is like Carhartt sizes. Same weight as a Carhartt. Check these hats out right here. Camo? Camo. See what that says? Look at my dad smiling. He's ready for you. He's ready for you. Look at.
So good morning, World of Asphalt. It is January the 3rd?
3rd, yes, the 3rd.
Okay, and yeah, we're still working. We actually rolled right in. We had a couple days off for Christmas, but the phone is still ringing, and we are working. And it is 40 degrees and sunny. We haven't had any snow, barely any frost in the ground. Yep. Unfortunately, this is going to be my rant for today. Yeah. This is the 21st century. It's 2024, and we still close for the winter, which is ridiculous. I can drive 1 hour south, and the asphalt industry is open all winter long. I can drive an hour north, and they are open at least 3 days a week. Connecticut, for several reasons, and none of them have to do with because it's too cold or because it's too wet or because you can't pave in the winter and because of the temperatures. So we have a small, portable, hot patch machine that we mix in the winter, and we're laying 200 ton of asphalt, selling asphalt, because there is a need for it, plenty of need for it, and there is days in the winter where we can and should be working, and this shutdown in the season is so 20th century. Yeah,
we weren't going to work too much this winter. We were going to just make a little bit of mix, no plowing. It's it's a week after New Year. It's 40 degrees out, and we're doing a 200-ton patch job. We got plows going on. We got the salter going back on. Whatever. Yeah, we went over this at ConExpo a little bit, but it's hard to explain when it's sitting in a showroom, right? So this is the Begalia BA 10,000 Raised on Blacktop Special Edition. Okay, Begalia, they're out of Germany. This is a German machine. Greg, who's the representative in the United States, he'll be here in a little bit to tell you more about maybe the history of the company or something. We bought 2 of these probably almost 10, 15 years ago. We were one of the first to have them in the area. There was a couple guys. Basically, these machines, it's like a big microwave, okay? There's no crushing being involved. Really what it is, there's a big drum inside, similar to an asphalt plant, but the difference is there's a cone-shaped, I don't know, we call it like a funnel, that's what I was going to say. There's no oil added to the material in the machine. There is rejuvenators that you can put onto the material before it goes in, but that's not what we do. You can add this rejuvenator. What's up? No. Hold on a second. So all we're really doing here is reheating the blacktop. That's why we feel like we make some of the best recycled asphalt around, because we're putting good material in.
So I've been asked many, many times over the past couple of years what my involvement is or what my ideas behind Raised on Blacktop are. And it's a great story. It goes back actually literally 30 years. Back in the day, I was a Yellow Page advertising rep, and I got this new company, I believe it was actually 1992 or 93. And I met with this small business here in Danbury, Connecticut. Colleen was my main contact. And every time I come to the family to talk about advertising, there'd be one more little one on the floor playing with toys. Well, 4 little ones later, turned into American Paving Specialist. Fast forward, about 2010 or so, dealer local in town that was representing us with the Big L Asphalt Recycler bring a customer to our yard. That customer was Bill Stanley with 4 little guys, not so little anymore, in tow. And he said, Greg, all I want to do is keep my boys busy for the winter. When we're done paving, I want them to continue working, and I think this Big L Asphalt Recycler is a great idea. So Bill said, if one's a great idea, 2 must be a really great idea. And that's what he did. He bought 2 units. He was one of the first ones in the country to own and operate 2 Big L Asphalt Recyclers in the country. He set them up, he put the boys to work, And here we are today. When Matt first came up with the idea of Raised on Blacktop, we started talking. With my marketing background and advertising background, I really understood what he was looking to do. And Raised on Blacktop's a movement. It's not a marketing slogan, it's not an idea, it's not a way to paint machines gray instead of red or yellow. It's really an evolution in our industry, and I truly believe this. We've spoken about it many, many times where they're bringing solutions to our industry. They're bringing solutions to the asphalt industry, not just the Big Yellow Recycler, the Trout River truck, the way to operate this equipment, the way to use this equipment to make the industry better, bring it efficiencies, bring profitability, and bring new ideas to the new generations. Old school, we're all about brands, we're all about triaxles, we're all about putting our name up in lights. The new school says, you know what, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do our industry, to do our business, and more efficient, more effective, better for the environment. And oh, by the way, there's some profitability there that's really, really worth talking about. So I hope that kind of gives a background as to why I'm here, why I support the Raised on Blacktop movement, and why I'm so excited to be part of this, because truthfully, this is the future. Look around this yard, look at the equipment they run, look at what they do. This is the future of our industry. And I think it's so, so important that we tune in and say, hey, look, let's see what these guys have. Let's see their ideas. Let's see what they do and how they do it. And really, let's teach each other and learn from each other to just make this industry better and better as we grow.
Two things we're trying to do, right? Enlighten the world on what we do and change the industry. And there's no reason for shutdowns. Years ago, when I was young, and in November, you stuck a pick in the ground, and if it bounced back at you and hit you in your knee, the season was over. And then it started back up again when you stepped in the ground and there was no more mud. Nowadays, excavators, frost blankets, heated everything, heated gloves that you can buy. The industry's completely different. Construction, anything can be done. It does cost more money. You can't do every job. I'm not going to pave this road today, but there are jobs that can be and need to be done in the middle of the winter. You know, the playoffs is all about the shutdown thing. They throw that date out there, our customers start going crazy. November 30th, the season's going to close. For some reason, the mailman has the date of when the plant's closing. I'll have strangers come up to me in a restaurant. Oh, the Blacktop plant's closing next week. I'm like, what? First of all, what do you care? But how did you know that? But everyone knows that the plant is closing. This needs to go year round, and we won't have to do the stupid playoff thing. This is our project. The city of Danbury had a water main break on a brand new road they paved last year. And it's 2,000 feet long, about 4 feet wide, 3 to 4 feet wide. I mean, we're really set up to do this, fortunately. So not only do we have our own little stash of hot blacktop that we're making, these auger trucks are perfect for doing this. Makes the delivery system so easy, and we can punch it out so quick. We did this morning. We're not going to make any time because we can only make so much asphalt. But this job's probably going to take 2.5 days. But we did 20 this morning. Got another 20 here, another 20 on the way. Here we go, baby. I'll pour. The boys will knock it in. Be good. Primo, say good morning, World of Asphalt. Hot mix, baby. Here we go. Did I say 20 ton? I meant 12 ton. This is 12 ton. We probably had worse winters than we have now. I mean, but we've had these winters for years where you get a mild winter. But it's hydraulics, baby. You can do anything today. The town is up in front of us. They put this gravel in. They fixed the water line. They put the gravel in last week, and now they're scratching it out, compacting it in front of us. And there's no frost in the ground. And they wouldn't have been doing this without their mini excavator 30 years ago. It wouldn't have happened. Mikey, give it a little gas pedal.
Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal.
So winter, there are complications in the winter. Everything's harder when in cold weather. It's a really deep pour too. They put 4 inches, about 3 inches. Normally we put this down in 2 courses, but since it's winter and it's cold, we're putting 1 thick layer. 2 layers would not work well here right now. So I'm trying to adjust this auger conveyor speed ratio to get this right here. To get it to the thickness of our pour. Too much, it'll clog. Too little, the guy's got no material. I can do that a few ways. I can do it by opening and closing the door and setting the belt speed. I'm trying to do both. A couple things about winter paving. Fast, you gotta roll it immediately, obviously. I'm not so worried about getting a mark in it. We gotta close it because we don't want it to ravel. Because if you don't roll it quick enough, asphalt will ravel in cold weather. See, this trench like this being the same thickness and the same width, I'm barely doing anything with this. The driver's doing the whole thing. I don't even have to tell him what to do. He's just looking in the mirror. He's doing this by himself. Same principle as pouring concrete, right? Out of a concrete chute. So now I got the belt, the auger, and the thickness of my blacktop in good rhythm. Barely got to do anything. That's the new way to spread asphalt in a trench right there. 21st century asphalt spreading machine. Pull up a little, Mikey. Good. Okay, we're empty now, baby.
Yeah, boy.
There it is. So we got another truck at the yard. Josh and Matty are still mixing. So even if whatever he has, even if it's not a full load, we're going to tell him to bring it up so we don't have to wait over here. And we can just switch the trucks out because it's so close. Okay, you can bring up what you got. You can start loading them. The truck's leaving the job in about 2 minutes, so a couple more buckets and start loading. Okay? All right.
We're weighing it with our scale and our bucket, but we probably got about 10 ton here, so we're going to load this onto our truck. As you can see over here, Josh, while this is dumping the big rocks, some of it that doesn't get broke down, it falls to the edges. So if you see there's like a more coarse aggregate on the edge. So a lot of guys that are doing this, they don't give a fuck. They just scoop that right up and load it in the truck. A lot of guys that are using this material, they're just throwing it in a hole. It's only temporary. We care about this, so as that material falls off, you know, every, I don't know, 20 minutes, we go down there, shovel that material off, put it to the side, and then before we load this up, we scoop it up and get it out of here, throw it back in our wrap pile. It can go through the machine again and it'll get broken down. So as you can see, he's got, I don't know, 80% of this cleaned up. That right there, that's fine material once it gets mixed in. But if you look over here, see those big chunks? Those aren't rocks, that's just blacktop that hasn't gotten broken all the way down yet. So I want around, ideally, 300 to 350. We figure when it gets to the job, it's probably coming out of the truck around, I don't know, around 275. It's obviously less warmer than hot asphalt coming out of the plant, but this is recycled asphalt. All right, so what's really cool about what we're doing right here, obviously this is our new Trout River truck with the belt. Obviously this recycled blacktop, it's not blacktop that's coming right out of an asphalt plant, so it does get cold quick. A lot of guys come in with 1 tons, they're just patching a hole, they don't even put a tarp on it. With this Trout River truck, this tarp system is far superior than any dump truck you'll see on the market. You know, during the season, we have an inspector on our job every day that's taking temperature of the loads. The blacktop coming in on this truck is continually 10 to 15 degrees hotter, which is perfect for this blacktop. So it's pretty cool that we can load this truck, have a nice tight seal on that tarp, and then obviously, you know, when you get to the job, there's guys that, you know, they're just shoveling out of the truck. A lot of town guys, they come in with the hot boxes, which is good. But I mean, we're augering this right out of the belt, which is awesome. It's great because this blacktop gets to get augered through the belt. It gives you a better product and you're not handling it too much. So it's going right from the truck right to the ground and you're rolling it. You know, you're not scooping it up, dumping it on the ground, throwing it in. It's a really neat process that I'm sure you'll get to see. It's pretty cool that these machines kind of go hand to hand together now. This is like our winter gig. When people order asphalt now, they want it delivered. So we're doing deliveries for towns. We're doing deliveries for other contractors. You know, they're not paving companies, so they're not equipped with the right trucks for blacktop. So we just loaded out about 10 ton. So that truck's gonna go unload. We're gonna make another 10, 15 ton. This machine in the winter is probably doing about 8 ton an hour. In the summer, it could do 10 to 12. But with these weather, these conditions, we're doing about 7, 8 ton an hour. So we're gonna close this tarp, mix another 7 ton while that truck's unloading, and we'll have the next load ready.
What's going on? Look at you right next to him. Like, huh?
We just did that for show.
Yeah, we did it for show.
So the last leg of this is we're actually spraying it. So we're putting more hot tack on the edges so it doesn't ravel. And this is the main concern on this job, is raveling of this material. Obviously, being cold, it's prone to raveling, and this material, being that it's recycled, is really prone to raveling. So we're actually spraying the whole patch with hot tack again, which will help, not going to cure, but help prevent raveling. And hopefully, if this doesn't ravel, these guys won't have to do this again in the spring, because this will hold. As far as structurally, the only thing we really have to worry about, like I said, is the raveling. So this load we just did, just before it cools, I'm going to have him spray it with a little hot tack coat, and just help give it a little stick so the gravel doesn't ravel out. Goes all the way up this road and up this road too. Unfortunately, yeah, the only problem here is we don't have material. We're making it out of our little tiny plant, which is good for 10 ton an hour tops, and it's recycled. I mean, if we had quality hot material, this job is finished. You know, like I said a few years ago, this would stay gravel or put coal patch in it for the winter, and in the spring they'd be paving this whole road. Because it would all get destroyed. So, and this is what I said about earlier. You know, little compactor, mini excavator, a triaxle. Taking this gravel out, no problem. So we're here to change the world. We're here to change the world. We want to work all winter long. Not every day, but these 45-degree days, we don't want to be sitting home spending money or watching cartoons. Right? You got to get out and work, right? Yeah. And actually, for me, it's not about us. I mean, this is about our customers. We're not going to make $1 million out here. I could do this in the spring just as easy. But we have the world asks, and until somebody answers, the question's not going to be answered, right? And the question is, can you guys make blacktop in the winter? And the answer is, hell yeah. Sure we can.
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit more about what material you could run through this machine. I mentioned yesterday you could run millings through the machine, you could run broken up blacktop, or you can run leftover blacktop. The beauty about this whole operation is that, coming from a guy on a paver, at the end of the day, when you're ordering that last load of blacktop, you know, if you have 2-3 ton left over, it's not the end of the world. We can come back here, dump it, and recycle it. We've had good weather lately. It hasn't rained, it's not snowing yet, so we don't have a cover on this, but you really want dry material. Once your material gets wet, those 8 to 10 ton a number hours get cut in half almost. There's a lot of moisture on the material, even though it may not look like it, there is, and that really slows this machine down. This is how real men work out in the winter right here.
That's at least 80 pounds.
Build boot camp. Stay hard. All right, so if you guys want to learn more about this machine, you can go to pavementrecyclers.com, contact them, ask for Greg. He's our guy. He'll hook you up with a quote, or possibly get to show you a live demo. You can also go on Instagram They reply to all their messages, so at Pavement Recycles, or of course you could just hit us up at American Pavement, at Raised on Blacktop. All right, if you guys are wondering about this World of Asphalt hat, I need you to go register for the World of Asphalt show, okay? Promo code Raised on Blacktop. You're gonna get a discount, not only on your registration, but you're gonna get a free hat in the mail. World of Asphalt, you know we did it big in 22. We're doing it big again. We got a whole booth. We're doing a private party at Kid Rock's Bar on March 24th, Sunday night. Catch you there.
Morning, World of Asphalt. It is, what's it?
The 10th.
January 10th. Typically, hard for me to say January in World of Asphalt because typically we're not filming anything in January, right? But we did have, we're going to continue our video we did the other day regarding this road patch we installed for the city of Danbury. And we wanted to go back, and I told you we would revisit and see how this patch held up, correct? Gonna head back and see what it looks like. I haven't been back to the site. I haven't got any complaints, so that's good. But we're hoping that, and I believe, because when we left it, it was in pretty good shape, that we did a permanent patch in the middle of January. This is why we're taking this video. One, for inspirational, educational, and we want to show the world and even people in the business that, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and you get anything done. We did this project. It was about 250 ton of asphalt, which is monster numbers in January. We did this project with 100% recycled asphalt. There's a few guys out there, quite a few guys out there, running these hot recyclers. Everyone's got their own little brand that they're doing. I call it Shine because we're like making moonshine because everyone's got their own little blend. And we have our blend of Shine, which we feel that if we really pay attention to what we're doing, we can make a quality product. So we're hoping that we could, with this video, we could show the world that recycled asphalt can work in the right laydown situation, and also that in January you can pave. We are you know, flooded with people in the industry. You know, DOT will tell you can't pave above, you know, it's got to be 50 degrees and rising. Guys will tell you that you can't do it with, there's 1,000 reasons why you can't pave in cold weather, and all are true. However, there are circumstances where people need asphalt, and there are some things that can be done. Not only temporary, because in this time of the year we like to do what we call temporary or non-permanent work, which means we're going to revisit it in the spring and take care of any defects. But this particular job, we felt, you know, the money they were going to spend to do it temporary and revisiting it, and they were willing to do it if they had to. We felt that we could go a little bit further and try to get this product to completion. And if it held, it held, and they were willing to roll the dice. And we're headed over now. If this project is good today, we're hoping it's going to be good in the spring, and they're not going to have to revisit. So we had a hell of a test. We finished it on Friday, right? Saturday we had a nor'easter. Only about 4 inches of snow, but when we get small amounts of snow in a nor'easter, it's a very wet, heavy snow, so the ground was saturated. The following day, I don't know if you could shoot this right now, snow's gone. It warmed up to 50 degrees, and we had about 4 inches of rain last night. Half of the city is flooded. We didn't even have school today because there was so much water on the roads, and there was so many roads that the buses couldn't even get through that they canceled school today because of the rain. Okay, so just an idea of how much rain we had last night. I've been living in this town for 50 years. I've never seen that. Have you ever seen that?
No, never.
I've never seen this running.
That's crazy.
Huh? That's
all the way up the mountain too.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's the other side of the lake up there. Never seen that coming down.
Wow. All the way up the mountain.
I've never seen that water run down the hill.
That's wild.
So not only did we finish this on Friday night, the following day we had snow, frost, ice. They plowed it, they sanded it, and then the next day we had 4 inches of rain. So this thing is underwater, which obviously is really bad for a fresh pavement, any type of pavement, but when it's fresh, if it's going to be raveled, and that's what we're looking for, is raveling and shrinking and scraped off by the plow, it'll be now. So we'll head over and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Mountain Road in Danbury, Connecticut. Here's our patch. I don't see any raveling. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Actually, it looks pretty good. Can you see it through the camera?
Yeah.
So this was plowed, sanded, thawed, frosted, thawed again, and then flooded, completely flooded. And I'll tell you what, there's no raveling, and you would never know this was done in January, and you never would know that it was recycled blacktop because it is in really good condition. So where there's a will, there's a way, and the answer is yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's see this piece over here. Okay. I mean, again, this was, we had to take, this was meticulous. It took us, we were here 2.5 days. In the summer, we'd blow this out in a day, right? And we had the city actually prepped right in front of us. They prepped it out like 3.5, 4 inches deep. And they went right in front of us. They took the mud and the frost off the top and we paved right behind them. And they prepped in front of us every day, so they didn't expose any earth until the morning of the pave. We gave them about a 2-hour head start. We followed them right behind them. So we didn't pave over any mud, we didn't pave over any frost. They cleaned it right up in front of us. And then we dropped the asphalt in the trench. Okay, so this is my shtick for the day. This is fully intact. It is January. And it's not 1978, it's not 1983, it's not 1953. It's 2024. Happy New Year. And there is a call for asphalt work all year round. I get calls every day. Can you, will you, please? Does cost more money. It is slower. You have to be better at it. But if it's hauled properly, laid properly, and you know what you're doing in certain circumstances, we should be working year round. I'm just telling that to everybody out there, and here's living proof. Okay? I'd rather be sitting on a beach in Florida, but we do have customers that still need our product because the world doesn't stop now just because it's January. And for whatever reason, I don't know if anyone has noticed in the asphalt business, but the world has changed, and we got to get changing with it. Thanks, guys. Morning, World of Asphalt. It's late morning because my video guy here didn't show up till late, but we've been here for a bit. We are in Marlboro, New York on Route 9W. Really cool road we're doing here. We're working for Dietz Excavation, actually Instagram family of ours and John Deere family of ours. And we are doing a mill and pave and a rebuild of this shoulder road. Not something that special, but a pretty cool job. We're using warm mix, New York State. Now DOT work is all warm mix. The warmest load should be about 240. We're not in the 300s with this material here.
Call this boys to men mix. This turns boys into men.
When it really gets hectic and you need some energy, we're putting down 1.25 inch, 37.5 millimeter asphalt, 10 inches deep in this shoulder over here. Building it up to the top because we're doing a new deceleration lane on the opposite side. We're going to build it up to the top with about 1 foot of asphalt. Once that's built up, we're going to mill this off, the whole lanes, all 4 lanes, and repave the entire section. And on the highway here, 9 to 4, we got to fly here. They're only giving us 7 hours. Can't step on the highway until 9 o'clock. And we have to be off, cleaned up, swept up by 4 o'clock. So short day. So everyone's music is playing in their head. Some hum, some whistle. I got freaking heavy metal rock music boom, 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 in my head today. So we are flying, and we got to get as much of this done because we got to make some money out here. We got to do this quickly. And so we're at it.
Sweet. Let's go get to work.
I've been shoveling since I was 3 for this position right here.
37 mil, 0.5 millimeter. This is the size rock we're putting in. 1.25 we call it. It's 37.5. This is the size aggregate being used on the base course of this shoulder of this highway. So from here over, roughly here over, is all brand new. So they're adding an 8-foot lane for this new condominium project they're putting in. It's gonna just widen this lane so these people can pull off and pull in easily. And it's some pretty nasty stuff. And it's quite, again, it's not quite enough, wide enough for the paving machine, and it's so deep, much like any other states, pretty sure. You can see our cut there along the side here. There's a lift concrete on the bottom right there, and whatever you take out, you gotta put back. So we're on top of the concrete, and we're coming up to this lift here. Roughly 10 inches of new pavement right there. New York State DOT work, baby. This is the old road. This is before 84 and Route 90, and this is where it all started here. Horse and wagon, horse and buggy. This used to be the old trucking road. Runs right along the Hudson River, all the way from upstate New York, right into New York City, baby. But this is up above is Mid-Hudson Bridge, and right below is the Tappan Zee Bridge. And we're on the west side of the Hudson. Hudson River's right there. So this was the old trucking road. That's why it's a foot thick road. The Dietz brothers are actually ripping this out in front of us because it has to be open and closed in the same day. We're getting 9 to 4. So they came in this morning, excavated all this asphalt. We came right behind them, started paving. We get this right back to the top. So he's pulling out a foot of asphalt over there, and we're putting back a foot of asphalt over here. And by 4 o'clock, it's got to be like we were never here.
Brian Dietz with Dietz Excavating in New Paltz, New York. We're doing a project here in Marlboro along the Hudson River. It's a housing complex, 104 apartments. And we've been out here for just over a year. We've exported over 100,000 yards of blasted shale off of this project, and we're getting our DOT entrance in, so it's exciting. We're working with American Paving. We just got our curbs poured, and so they're coming today. We're ripping out the old asphalt off the shoulder there. They're putting it back in layers, and then we can get our entrance in. As you come in here, it'll be the entrance coming in not only to our project, but also it's going to allow the school district that's right next door to have better access to this road. So keeps everybody safe. Right now they're using a crossing guard to get in and out of the road. It's expense for the town, and it's kind of dangerous. So this project means a lot to the community here, and so it's exciting to be a part of that, and not only provide housing, but also do a little something for the kids.
Though this journey has been cold, there's a fire burning in my soul.
I'm not doing anything right now, I'm just looking busy. Just scraping this road down a little bit. We didn't think we'd need a broom out here. We really don't, but it would have been nice to have, so. Just giving a little scraperoo like that. Just getting the heavy off. This road's getting milled out tomorrow, so it is what it is. Yeah, right now I'm just looking busy, really. That is DOT binder right there. What the heck? You better shovel with good form because you'll have a broken back if you don't.
You're like a half inch down the road, it'll take it down to like...
Yeah, so we're about 1.5 inch reveal, right?
When we're done.
Okay, yeah.
That's Bruce. James, you know how like every every family has one kid that needs to set up the VCR and the video games?
Yeah, that was me.
That was me. Was that you? Yeah, you know, the TV, the cable, the VCR, the internet.
I'm that guy for the friends too.
Yeah.
Saying there's something wrong with my computer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Turn it off, turn it on again.
All right, we're just about wrapped up for today. We're gonna empty this truck. I got one more coming back. That'll get us to the end. On the other side of that entrance, we gotta do maybe another 50 feet of trench work. And then tomorrow we'll be milling and paving this half lane. But all in all, today went pretty smooth. Whenever you're working in the road with 2 crews, it could be a little hectic, but Dietz boys killed it, and we were right up their ass all day. So everything worked out, and stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
So what jams are we playing today in our head? I gotta, not quite as fast, not quite as hard. But we're better than. But this is what you don't want to see when you're paving a highway, when you're using warm mix. Take a look at our mat. Come shoot this. This is not good. This is not good because you do not want to be raking and shoveling this junk. Here we go. Here we go. Really like glue. It's like glue. Look at it. It's called 70 series. This is glue. There. About 220. I'm gonna tell you. When it really gets hectic and you need some energy.
A little bit of gum.
Oh, it's like gum, yeah. So down in Trinidad, the women put the tar all over the skin and make it, it's good for you. They do, they're getting tar pits. It's a thing. Bruce, you got me? Okay, you're all right for a minute, but I got to change the plans. Pull up, sneak up and behind the broom for a minute. We may have to spin you around, I'm not sure. We're going to be paving the other way. I got school buses coming in here. So we're going to finish this intersection right now.
Alright, sorry. I was doing the right thing. I'll stage right here.
Yeah, come on back to the truck so they can, back to the water truck. Broom truck, please. You got 10 more feet. Come on back. Okay, good. Change the plans, crew man. Where's it going? You always want to be careful when you hear 3 different backup alarms, brother. Did you hear that? 3 different noises?
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. You get that car out? Want to get him out? Okay, Preem.
I don't know, because I'm curious myself. Why do you rake it like that? Is it like a zipper method? So
that right there?
When you come back, it's like a zipper, right? It's like the asphalt seals together better?
What I just did?
Yeah.
The reason I did that was this is a half pass. So when he closed his gate, our line on that side, it goes out and then it comes back in. So I was just trying to straighten it up, really. Well, a lot of guys would leave it and just try to straighten it out with the seam. But once that gets rolled, even if your seam's perfectly straight, it's gonna look like shit. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your patience. Apologies that video took so long to come out. We think we got a really good idea for the next video. We want to do a year in review. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna rent out a podcast studio, watch all our videos back, and kind of commentate what was going on and what went in behind the job. So if you think that's a good idea, Let us know what you want us to review or talk about, and we'll put it in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one. Merry Christmas.
Past lives couldn't ever hold me down. Lost love is sweeter when it's finally found. I've got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. Past lives couldn't ever come between us. Sometimes the dreamers finally wake up. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming.
Morning, World of Asphalt. It's been a minute. July 17th. We're on a 4-mile stretch of road in Newtown, Connecticut. Come on around, baby. Where it says don't enter, that's where you're gonna enter. They don't stop. We did phase 1 of this last year. We did 2 miles. We're on the final leg of it this year. We have 2 miles of road to pave here. This was milled off. Was supposed to be an 1.5 to 2 inch mill and fill. We did not do the milling here, and the milling company, they did a nice profile, but they went a little deep. Probably about 3/4 of a mile of this road has gravel poking all the way through. We had a 3-inch rain yesterday, terrible storm. It rained all day Sunday. We came out here this morning. There was at least 1 inch of mud all over this entire road, rocks. So we had to sort of shift gears. We brought in the brooms. We had to clean this all down, and now we have to put down 2 layers because we got to get a leveling course down on over the top of these stones. We cannot do this with 2 inches. So we went down about 3/4 of a mile this morning, and we're putting down 2 layers of asphalt now, and we got to get this covered up as soon as possible because the more they drive over it, the more the rocks are popping out. And I don't know if you could see this. This is an old goat path. Talk about goat path paving. So a couple inches right below the asphalt is rocks all this size, and these are not great to pave over, obviously. So we're going up on the thickness to 3 to 4 inches thick, and we had to shift gears this morning on the fly, adapt and overcome. So we got 20 truckloads on the ground already. It's about 10:30. They're turning around, coming back, and we're going to start topping today. The south end of this job is not as bad a shape. They didn't poke through, but we'd have to get this covered up as soon as possible. So the guys are flying down, nothing pretty. We just got to get it sealed in. I'll take you down the other end and show you what's going on. So we had 1,000 to 1,500 ton ordered this morning, and they got about 320 ton in the silo this morning, and the plant broke down. So we emptied that silo, and now we had to switch plants also. So today's been a bit exciting, but we are overcoming the situation here today. We just got a new delivery, which was actually right on time for this. See this little Lee Boy broom with the cab in the air. So we used to run a Broyce, which we don't want anything to do with them anymore. Lee Boy's obviously a far superior product, but when you're running this type of broom, gotta have a cab. Guy looks like a raccoon when he gets off at the end of the day. You want to talk about a dirty, dusty, disgusting job, is to sweep a road without a cab. We did have our X broom out here this morning, but with that 2-inch, 3-inch rock on the ground there, the broom does not like that, and it clogs the elevator. So we were able to sweep a little bit of this with the X broom, but we really had to take that little guy. We scraped it with the skid steer and took this little guy and just made piles and picked it up, and thank God we had it, because the broom kept getting jammed, and we'd have still been sweeping this thing here if we didn't have that little guy here today. And actually, it's funny, one of my guys said, "What do you need that thing for?" I said, "You'll see." And there it was. Day one, we got it, and here it is. We needed it. So Now, as you can see, we got one layer down here, but this is what we were up against this morning. Feel that?
Yeah.
Plus with an inch of mud all over this road, rocks everywhere. It looked like a hurricane came through here yesterday. Phase 1 we did last year, like I said, there's about 4 miles. Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Luckily the town guys get it, and they knew, they just said, just do what you have to do. So we came in this morning hot and heavy and just started sweeping, scraping, cleaning. And we're putting down the 2 layers, and they know what they're up against. So we didn't have to fight the email chain with how we're getting paid and everything. They get it. But we did the south end last year, and being 4 miles, they split it into 2 pours. So we ripped down this morning, again, just trying to get it covered as fast as we could, because the more the cars drove on it, the more it kept breaking. Just literally kept exploding underneath the cars. Every time a car passed over it, it just started breaking open, and rocks started popping out. So we ripped down one side, and we're actually just turning around, come back and get this covered as quick as we can. Once we do that, we'll be back to normal. A little bit of goat path here, obviously.
Newtown's full of it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So look at S turns, right?
Yeah.
And these old roads, like I said in the past, you know, that was an old gravel road that they just put a couple coats of oil on it, probably paved it once. And that's what's underneath these roads here is, yeah, just bank run gravel. And unfortunately, the milling guy found it. So we were a little hectic this morning, but now I feel good because we got it all under control. We got it all under control, right? I told you, this is the Marines, bro. You got to adapt and overcome,
That's it.
right?
That's it.
If the plan didn't go as according to oil, you'd be ready to shift gears right away. And I'll tell you, if we didn't have that little broom this morning, we would have literally been using blowers on this thing. So here we got both passes completed. Probably got another dozen loads down to the end to finish the first coat, and then we could turn around and start topping. It's about 11 o'clock now, which we'll get a few rounds down this afternoon. And this is a cut-through road. You should have seen this morning, bro. Oh my God.
Really?
Oh my God. They were coming from Monroe. They were coming from Easton. They were coming from Oxford.
Yes.
They were coming from Southbury. We are going to do some leveling through here where it's really bumpy, but nothing major like we did up there. But there's a few places where it's this much, there's only this much oil holding the gravel in place. And if that breaks through, we're sweeping the mud again. So we're gonna have to go a little thicker than 2 inches, but we're hoping to get away with most of it with one course besides a few spots, because they're probably 500 ton in already, and they didn't even start topping, which was not in the budget for this road. And this end is in pretty good shape. And I think what happened, he had a really big machine out here. I think he had a 210, a working 210 or a 220. With an 8-foot drum, which obviously crushed this road. But I think the poor shape of it, he probably was 1.5 inches or 2 inches on the edge on both sides, and the middle might have had a bit of a crown in it. He probably was zipping off 3 or 4 out of the middle of the drum, didn't even know it. And that's how we ended up with these bad spots. This is a case here where a 5, 6, 7-foot mill probably would have been better, just because of this old goat path didn't have a good crown in it, and he, like I said, 1.5 inches, but he's 8 foot wide. He probably was taking 3 off the middle, and there it was right down in the gravel. And when he finished, you wouldn't even know it, but after the rain and the traffic, it just started beating it to death, and there it was. Rock City. Not what you want to see when you got 10 trucks at the asphalt plant in the morning. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. So you have the lift of asphalt right here. Maybe a lift of asphalt here, but it's probably an old oil job. And then right below those few coats of oil is this. And this is how they used to build the road years ago, just straight trap rock, and they'd flood it with oil. And you see these areas like right there, that's barely holding on now. It still has some oil, but if that takes more traffic and especially more rain, that's gonna pop right out and start putting, that's what happened down below. And here's a little bit of the residue left over. So this is the original oil, this is the second coat, this is the coat of blacktop, and then right below that is those bad boys.
Look at that.
Huh? Yeah, you see it? Right here?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it actually makes for a very strong bass.
Yeah.
But we never want to see that. Not when you're doing a top coat.
Found some lunch? Huh?
Yep.
Berry bush. Not too bad, right? That's like jackpot on these roads. What is it? Strawberry? Raspberry? Raspberry. That's like hitting gold on these roads, huh?
Okay, so we got a delivery. And you know, we always like to talk about our Lee Boy family because they always take care of us. And we actually, between supply chain, COVID, the whole great thing, I don't even want to say that word anymore, but there are supply chain issues still. But we've waited a year for this machine because it was in development and we wanted to get an NB25 Roscoe Lee Boy towable broom. It's got an 8-foot broom on it, swings left to right, very versatile machine. We still obviously have our ride-on and our pickup brooms, but this machine is very handy when we don't have a big broom with us or when we go to do utility work or parking lot work. This will definitely kill it in the corners, and it'll sweep a whole road also. But one of the reasons why we're into the 3-wheel 8-foot broom is the towability of it. We could put this behind a pickup truck, we could put it behind our tool truck, and you just tow it. You do not need a trailer. We do throw it on the trailer, but we tow it with us. Got a Kubota diesel, and one of the reasons why we waited a little longer for this, I know this style has been on the market for a number of years, but let me say this, Lee Boy, being Lee Boy, was the first ones who ever put a cab with heat and air and made it successful enough to use on a road job. There are other brooms out there that have cabs, but they can't handle a road job. We felt that Lee Boy could build a broom that would be strong enough to hold up on a construction project and still have enough power and strength to last us a little while. So this machine, having an enclosed cab with heat and air condition, we have ran these with an open cab, and it's the most disgusting, dirtiest, coldest, hottest, worst job you ever could imagine, is sweeping road millings or dust without a cab. Full water. Again, Kubota diesel, heat and air condition, and this little bugger, again, this morning, we had our $300,000 X broom with us, which we're in love with, and we couldn't use it this morning because the rocks were too big to go through the elevator, and this baby picked up right where it left off. So today was day one. We did get it dirty, but it saved our ass, and this is a good machine. Awesome machine, price point's good, and it's a Lee Boy, so it's built for the road. It's not built to do a golf path or sweep a parking lot at Lowe's. This baby's can do the work, and that's why we have a brand new Lee Boy NB25.
Newsflash. You don't need a special cleaner if you clean it off as soon as it happens. Look. Little elbow grease. Little spit shine, right? When did you have that from? Monday morning I woke up with a stiff neck. I had too much popcorn at the movie theater last night. I was throwing up this morning. Tuesday. Actually? Actually, yeah. Everybody thought I was hungover. Popcorn stuck in the toilet at 5:30. I always have that. I'm Team Mom. All right, real quick, I want to share a message I got today while we were working on the road. This guy lives on the road we were working on. I guess he saw us working on the road that my dad was talking about, like the 2 miles before that. Started following us for a year now. And I'm guessing he has like a marketing or branding background. But he posted this on his Instagram, and it's just right on point. And I've never met this guy. He doesn't know really who we are, but obviously he knows our company. It says, Raised on Blacktop is a perfect example of how any business can be a brand. Just another paving company? No. Family owned, passionate about what they do, passionate about their crew, and about their family. They tell their story every day online. Pops is the OG teacher, jokester and shit talker, and puts everyone in line when needed. That's for sure. The kids run it now. We'll show We'll show what can happen when you build and grow something you believe in. They create content, yes, but they're actually just trying to tell the story about their craft and that their family and crew matter. They sell merch, yes, but they're actually trying to create a movement of other people who approach blue-collar work with the same passion. They're developing a brand, not just another paving company. Brands are built on values, sharing those values and finding and building a community, a reason for what they do. I thought that was really dope because it kind of reassures that, we're doing it the right way, that he pretty much hit the nail on the head with this, and we've never met him before, so that was dope. So shout out to Joe Nash. All right, this is another thing I wanted to share with you guys. Literally just got this message, not saying this to brag at all. All right, my buddy Tyson Hatch, I think he's from Idaho, I don't know. He sent me a picture of his brand new working 120 mill, milling out a parking lot. He's milling for somebody else today. He said, "Tell your dad thanks for me today, would you? This is badass. Our first mill job for someone else, looking good." And I said, "Looking good, thanks for what?" And he said, "Inspiration, advice, role model. I didn't know mills existed 3 years ago. And to you, doubt he would have started an Insta page by himself." So, it's just something I wanted to share with you guys. Thought that was cool.
Get your hair down, get you some of this laid on back. Kick your shoes off, kick them off. Get you some of this slow down fast. I'll take you up and down these hollers and hills. Let me show you how. Country feels.
All right, so we're day 3 on this pave, on this cut-through commuter road, which is also a goat path. And this baby's adventurous. So down a hill, around the corner, and underneath this bridge, the trucks are about 11, the bridge is 11.5. We just fit underneath it. And this is a tough turn here. We got about 45 feet. So we got all hands on deck right now. As soon as we get around this corner here, we got a half mile straight out. We're actually doing pretty good on timing considering the configuration of this thing. And we got lucky. Sometimes planning works out. We had to put the short trucks on this corner, and this is why we run short trucks up here. It's because of this turn right here and underneath this bridge. Actually, Jack couldn't even fit underneath this bridge. He had to go around with the live bottom. But this was a pretty tough corner here. And tractor trailers trying to come underneath the bridge this morning. Ugly. If you see the bridge, somebody whacked it recently. So the plan was to try to get our live bottom underneath this thing. He's the next truck. We're hoping this works out. If I hit the bridge, don't film it. It's an old baby here, huh? That bridge is probably 150 years old. Look at the steel, it's gone. So this did turn out. Now we're going to put our live bottom right here. I would have had to pick up and go to the other side, but now I got my belt.
The live bottom fits under here?
It just fits, but Jack can't fit, but the smaller one can. This is why we run some specialty trucks, just for this right here. I got half a mile, 30 feet wide, straight as an arrow. This job is over, baby. There you go. What's you got? 6 inches on those exhausts? Woo.
Winding up this thing the other day with a ski.
There you go, baby. We're in. People say, what do I do all day? I'm the planner. I planned this yesterday that this truck would be underneath this bridge.
That's a squeeze.
That's when every second counts. That's why we got that truck. About 700 ton to go, but this job is over now. The 3 commuter roads, the cut-through roads, the S-turn, the bridge. Now we're straight. I might even leave. Hang on one second. Go, baby, back up to that bridge.
Okay.
Back up to that bridge. Right there, brother. Right there. Pull up a little. I'll get the bucket in the machine. I'll make it nice.
Better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the band, so you're not even speaking to my friends, no. You knew all my uncles and my aunts, though. 20 candles, blow 'em out and open your eyes. We were looking forward to the rest of our lives. Used to keep my picture posted by your bedside. Now I see you dresser with the socks you don't like. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling with my brothers like it's Jonas, Jonas. Drinking Henny and I'm trying to forget, but I can't get this shit out of my head. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never
I get demoted, but you know why? I fuck up the boss $10 million building. I drive 28 truck in it.
Nobody knows that there. Nobody knows.
Whoa! I said people are rough out here, huh?
Yup, they ask silly question. Like, why the road closed? Because we're working on it. Why you don't work on Saturdays and Sundays? Because the plant doesn't open. Why the plant doesn't open? I don't know all of that. Detour, where must I detour? Follow the arrow.
Yeah, I started with an A for right, and then I went and changed my life. I might take out the red tonight. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly, make it last before we die. And I know you wanna ride. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? And my 90s who got doors like my Lambo. Spend my last paycheck on some ammo. We don't follow trends, rest in peace to Yamo. Your new shit sucks, I feel like Anthony Montano saying. I was broke last year, I can't go back there. Nicotine fiend, couldn't even buy a pad, yeah. She don't know my music, told her I ain't mad, yeah. Let her cut that coca on my plane on black, yeah.
Morning, guys. Day one at ConExpo 2023. We're standing in front of the 2023 8520C Leeboy Raised on Blacktop Special Edition. It's an honor to have it at the show. This is its first ConExpo appearance, which is a really big deal. A couple things different on this machine as far as Raised on Blacktop goes. It's pretty much the same. They've made a few tweaks to it. Now this is an optional. We can get the HD Pro screed on this, so it's a heavier screed, a little bit beefier. Also, what's new on this machine is the highway style extensions. So you're getting a lot more adjustments on here. You guys are gonna love it. What's cool on this machine too is the paint scheme, the red leather seats. So not only is this a showstopper at shows like this, but when you get this machine on a job, You're working for contractors, you're working for inspectors. You pull up with this on the job, they know you guys mean business. Even more so, if you're on social media, you have this paver, you're posting it, you're in the Raised on Blacktop network now, so we're reposting it and we're getting you guys traction. So whether it's you want this machine for the bells and whistles or for the marketing itself, it's a win-win on both sides. So you can contact your local dealer, let them know that you're interested in one, and they'll line it up for you. 2023 Raised on Blacktop Special Edition.
Morning, World of Asphalt. We're at ConExpo 2023, and we're standing here with our Lee Boy family. Glad to be back, and we got an awesome new product that Lee Boy is going to have debuted at this show. It's a Lee Boy 8680 heavy-duty commercial class paver. I've been barking at the industry for 30 years that we need a heavy-duty commercial size paver because we are heavy-duty commercial paving contractors. This is not a mainline paving machine, and it's not a driveway machine. This will do everything a driveway machine will do, and it will give you all the longevity of a heavy-duty mainline paver, and that's what we're looking for. Really cool product. We feel that this is right in our wheelhouse. Of any of you guys that run heavy-duty commercial paving, we feel that this is going to be a go-to and hopefully be a staple in the industry. We got Brian Hall here, and he is the guy. Everyone knows this guy right here, and he's going to give us all the technical parts because we only see that it's pretty in yellow right now, and Brian's going to give us the rundown on the machine, horsepower, and what it can do for us.
Thank you, Bill. This is a 210 horsepower machine, 30,000 pounds. So if you try to define that class, you really won't find a definition. It's bigger than heavy commercial, smaller than mainline paving. It's that in between that contractors like American Pavement Specialists have been asking for. You're looking at a 8-foot to 15.5-foot screed, weighing in at right now about 4,700 pounds. So you've got the big, heavy, tight screed for those long state roads, big subdivisions where, you know, maybe your lower heavy commercial paver might give up at the end of the day. This is the paver for you, especially. You may have engineers and those type people on the job. This is going to meet their needs. As you can see, it's got a huge undercarriage, okay? Big hopper, big engine. We came to play in this market. As you can see, brand new design intertractor undercarriage. This particular one has a rubber band track that rides like a luxury car. Okay, you will get a great smooth ride. Smooth ride ends in two things: a happy operator and a happy mat. So if you want quality paving at that heavy level, this is the paver for you.
This is something key for us. We are on state roads. We do a lot of milling and paving trench work, and the long rubber band track does add rideability for sure. And the 30,000 pounds, I mean, why I've been barking at the industry for so many years, and these guys will tell you, we have an awesome 25,000 pound machine. We got an awesome 40,000 pound mainline machine. We feel that this size of machine is completely vacant in the industry. No one makes a machine that can do what this machine is built to do.
Now what you've done is you've taken that 30,000 pounds, and if you put that on a commercial size undercarriage, all you're going to do is spin, you're going to sink. So what we've done is to have the long, wider 14-inch rubber band that gives you 90 inches of ground contact. That spreads the PSI of this machine over and gives you really, without doing quick math, the same PSI as you would maybe with our 8616 paver, but in a bigger unit.
What these guys, the operators on the back, wanted in this 30,000 pound machine was everything that thing could do in a smaller package, but they want, for all our 8,500 guys out there and our 8,600 guys out there that are running 20,000 pound machines, they want the cutoffs. They want to be able to. They want to be able to pull material back without having the augers going. And this machine on the back end, on the operator side, can do everything our driveway, our small commercial paver can do in a bigger package.
Bill, that and even more. It takes, like you said, we've got our under auger cutoffs that we designed, but not only that, you've got your tunnel extensions, which you'll find on your large mainline pavers. You've taken the best of both worlds. And you know, it says it on all of our pavers. Equipment designed with a paving professional in mind. You got to listen to these guys. You can't assume you know what they want. You listen to the contractors of the world, say, what do you want? Let us build it for you.
This machine is going to be available when?
It's going to be a 2024 production machine.
Okay, so right around the corner, it's coming.
You'll see it out in the field testing.
If we can get with these guys and grab them by the neck, we're probably gonna hopefully we're gonna take number one.
You may see this one up in Connecticut before long.
Awesome, awesome. Right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Lee Boy.
Right. Here around the hopper of the paver, you look at it, it looks like any other heavy commercial, maybe even a highway class, but again, designed for that in-between market. We got 18-inch separate conveyors that both independent. They go forward and reverse. Underneath, very clean, easy to operate. These, if you remember the older 8816 Lee Boy pavers, they have the same type of self-centering conveyors to where you stand less chance of breakage where they'll self-center themselves.
So now in the industry, there's a big debate about full floor conveyors or center tunnel pavers. So you get the full floor, it comes back a lot faster, but these are calibrated to spin much faster.
Full live floor.
Full live floor, right? So what happens here is you get more maneuverability of the material underneath the screed. You know, you're not pulling it back all the way on the left side, you're pulling it back in the center, then using your auger to kick it to the right. So if you want a 3/4 pass, a half a pass, a quarter pass, this machine will do all of that for you. So if you're scared about the tunnel pavers, they're jacked up with speed, but you can actually do more with the material underneath the screed, which saves a lot of backs and a lot of time.
First thing I think the paving contractor is going to see, which is really new for Lee Boy, is this massive undercarriage. We had this built for us by one of the leading manufacturers of undercarriages here in the U.S., and you can see this is ready for all day, all night work if they need so. Also, familiar to the Lee Boy customer is our family look. Everything looks the same. It's in the same place, only in a bigger scale. As I said, this is a 210 horsepower, a little bit heavier horsepower than some other pavers that might be in this weight range because we came to play. We want to make sure that you've got all the power you need all day.
When you look at these tracks, coming from a paver operator that runs both, you know, the large class pavers and the small class pavers, the smooth track, much cleaner, quieter, smoother. Obviously, the smoother the track, the smoother the mat, right? So we do prefer these rubber band tracks over the traditional poly pad. Definitely, when you take this from job A to job B, you're not tracking it down the road, which helps a lot.
All set up, ready for grade control. We've got hydraulic toe points here, so if you wanted to add grade control, it's a very easy, few-minute procedure to add that on to get you an even smoother mat off the bat.
And the longer the track, the smoother the paver. Track length.
Here in the back, this is where the action happens. This is where the money is made. The ultimate goal at Lee Boy is to engineer a machine that is simple and repetitive for the screed operator, the paver operator. Make sure everybody has their own station wherever that might be. We've got it set up here in 2 high deck positions. This can also be brought down into a mid-level position or ride on the screed wherever the operator feels more comfortable. Extension controls, nice big lever here in and out to where you can put it in just that tiny bit, just to miss that manhole cover, miss an imperfection. So everything is laid out. The greatest part, laid out very much like the 8530, the 8616 that the guys here at American Pavement Specialists make their money on every day. They can jump off their 8616, jump on this machine, and be ready to go.
Now what's great about this size machine, right? It's got the power of the big boy, but the maneuverability of the little guy. Now if you're paving a 400, 500 ton parking lot, and you got to back into a garage door, you got to back into a curb, you got to back into a wall, pad size. Nobody's talking about pad size, right? The length of this screed from front to back is probably what, 3 feet? A 3-foot pad compared to a large highway class paver that you want the production of is probably 4 or 5 feet, right? So you're getting a much larger dump out of a big machine, and it takes much more time, much more backbreaking. This machine, you could dump smaller piles, you could start small, you end small, right? And you got great vision in here, you got great maneuverability. We could push material left to right, we could take it in the center, we could take it on outside if you close your gates, right? Now these machines are special because they do have the gates. They're the largest, probably the largest paver in the class or in the industry that has gates. And without these gates, you're shoveling, right? A tired laborer is a great operator, right? We utilize these gates more so than any other person in the industry because we know how important they are.
And Josh, not only do we have those gates, but we took the big paver feature of being able to raise and lower your 14-inch augers to meet the demands, to keep that head of material consistent. And again, the end result has to be a smooth mat that meets rideability standards.
That auger up and down, if you're paving thick, if you're paving thin, you could set that height, right? We can carry less, we can carry more, okay? Which is very important because you're not constantly trying to keep them screed down. If you're carrying more material, the screed is gonna rise. So if you raise them up, you're gonna carry more. If you have them lower, you're gonna carry less, which is a huge benefit to this particular machine.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. I kissed your lips, make you grip the sheets with your fingertips. Last bottle of Jack, we split a fifth. Just talking about life, going sip for sip. Yeah, you know you love to fight, and I say shit I don't mean, but I'm still gonna wake up on you and me. I know that last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night. No way it was the last night that we break up. I see your taillights in the dust. You call your mama, I call your bluff. In the middle of the night, pull it right back up. Yeah, my friends say let her go. Your friends say what the hell, I wouldn't trade your car.
We're going out tonight and we're using his credit card.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah,
no problem. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Big fan.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I follow you guys on Instagram, Facebook.
Cool. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Oh, from New York.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi,
Matt.
I'm Gia.
Nice
My
to meet you.
girlfriend. Very
My
cool
dad's
stuff.
over here somewhere. I want to meet him.
I was hoping you guys were going to be over here.
Want to meet my dad?
Oh, yeah. I see him over there. Yeah, I love him. How you doing? How you doing?
New York boy.
New York boy.
Giovanna? Who are you, Giovanna?
She's my girlfriend.
You did good, man. What, did you lie to this girl?
Yeah.
You must have told some lies.
Yeah, I'm smooth.
You look smooth, huh? I remember you hanging around with me a little while, this guy. I do, man. How are you? A lot of masked guys, huh?
Yeah.
So, Shane, are we live now? We are? Okay, so this guy's going to do well. You know why? Because he's got confidence. Because if your girlfriend's a 10, you know you got a confidence. So this guy's going to be the man. Right here, this is the future of the world of asphalt right here.
No,
Good for
I love
you.
it.
Good
I
for
love
you,
it.
bro.
Me too.
Good.
Me too.
Yeah,
You guys are
good.
great.
Good. You got a good pair of work boots. You leave them by the door. You strap them up every morning. You'll be fine.
Oh, believe me, if I could, quit my job, come work for you guys, and
Bring her, you can.
Yeah, I'll bring her.
Anyone who loves work can come to work. Whatever you're good at, bro, just nail it.
Yeah.
Just nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it faster than everybody else. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Yeah, if one guy's laying 50
Efficiency,
feet of pipe, if you can lay 100,
Yeah.
you're in. That's it.
Yeah.
Morning World of Asphalt. It is, what is today? March 8th. And I'm standing in front of our M413 XT Malden maintainer. Awesome machine. This machine is 15 years old, staple in our company. I don't know why I don't see this on more jobs and more of them aren't sold. We've been running this for 15 years. It's got about 4,000 hours on it. Changed the oil and greased it. Never had any major problems with this machine at all. Has a front bucket on it, about 3/4 of a yard. Will load a truck, a triaxle. Not made to load triaxles, but it is handy to have if you have to throw something on the truck. It also has an 8-way 10-foot grader blade underneath it. Grade, shape, dirt, topsoil, sand, baseball fields, parking lots, driveways, wherever you want to put this machine. I think every contractor should have one of these on the job. It's 4-wheel drive, 6-foot ripper in the back, and it also has hydraulics to hook up brooms, cold planers, whatever you can think of, you could throw on this machine. It has hydraulic hookups on the back and the front. The bucket will come off, and you can also put any type of attachment you want on the front. A big attachment for the front of this is a broom. Very useful machines for several purposes. It has a Cummins engine and 130 horsepower four-wheel drive. This thing's got a lot of nut. I'm just going to tell you this. It's 15 years old, still running great, but I will see you in Vegas. Morning, World of Asphalt, ConExpo 2023. I got a big smile on my face today. We are standing in a really cool spot right now because behind us is our brand new Ferrari red M14 XT Malden maintainer. For 30 years now, the Calder brothers, four brothers, family owned and operated, American made. You can drive up to their shop and you can pull right up to the front door. You can walk right in the door and you can see the owner standing right there, and right behind him, they're banging steel. We love that concept. We are a family-owned company. America is built by these gentlemen in the room right here, and they've just built us a brand new M15 XT, and we're loving everything that they did here. Couldn't be more pleased. We also have a brand new Malden dealer in the Northeast, Mass, and Connecticut. Tyler family, a 100-year business that we're going to be working close with, so we're tickled pink about this new venture. We currently own an M413. It's a 2007. That's how we morphed into this machine, the newest, latest, greatest. Our machine is 15 years old, got about 4,000 miles on it.
Ready for new one.
And we have done barely nothing to it. It's actually in still very good condition. The only reason we're doing an upgrade is because of the color and the new upgrades that they're doing on the machine. Zach here from Malden is the technical guy, and he's going to do you a quick walk around and tell you all the new features on the new machine. And I believe that this is one of the most under-marketed machines in the industry. I don't understand why there's not one on every construction job across the country. If you do price point and production of this machine, and if you get a couple guys that can jump in this seat, you will make money with this machine, hands down, and that's why we're on number 2. Zach, take it over, baby.
Yeah, no, appreciate your business. I mean, we enjoy working with you guys as a family business as well. So I reached out to Matt about, I think, 13 months ago to tell him that, hey, we really want to get a 415 in your guys' hands because we knew you had the 413s. We're excited about a lot of the changes we made on it, and here we are 13 months later looking at this Ferrari red machine. So the Malden grader, it's a utility grader. It's 4 wheels. It's 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel steer, so both axles are drive axles and steer axles. And it's the beauty of it is it's a Swiss Army knife, you know, so it's got aux hydraulics in the front and the rear with standard quick disconnects. So any high flow skid steer attachment like broom or vibratory roller you can throw in the front and the rear. The standard configuration is with a scarifier on the back end and then a 3/4 cube yard bucket in the front end. And then of course the working side of it is the mold board. So it's a push style mold board, so the more you load up the mold board, the more it loads up the rear axle, and so it's a 15,000 pound machine, but a lot of people are very impressed in what it can actually do, and you would be a good reference for that. But the mold board shifts, angles, floats, tilts. We also are displaying it here with automation. So this is a TopCon 3D automation system that tunes into our system without the need for any other advanced hydraulic controls. So the TopCon talks directly with our system through our controls, and you don't need any extra hydraulics on it. So walking around the front here, the bucket you can see it's got an 84-inch lift height, so it can dump into a standard dump truck. But again, it's got a standard quick disconnect, so you can take the bucket off, put a broom on it, put a snowplow on it, put a grapple fork on it. Really any type of quick disconnect skid steer attachment you can attach to the front of that. New to this machine for you guys is that we've got solid axle drives on the machine now. So the way you guys had it, you had different hydraulic planetaries for each drive, and so if one tire was loose above the dirt, all the hydraulics would flow to there, and you would lose traction. So on the 415, we changed it to solid axle drives to where I think we gained about 30% more push capacity on the machine and traction effort.
Awesome.
A lot of people were super impressed with the visibility in front of the mold board here. For you guys, we put in some fancy lights to light up the front of the mold board there, but inside the cab, you'll see that you have a steering wheel as well as a joystick. So the steering wheel is for driving. Again, you have 2 or 4-wheel steer, and then the joystick is used for all of the blade functions and all of the loader functions.
So the biggest
difference between this and our machine, besides the four-wheel steering and the new tractive effort, is obviously the handheld control. So it went from 10 levers down to one lever in your hand. I know a lot of guys are lever guys, but I've ran both now, and I'm a lever guy because I'm an old bastard, but when you get your controls in one hand, it is a game changer. It's more productive, period. It's more productive, period. I've already had a couple guys say, I like levers. Trust me, it's more production. I don't know if you want to show him your the inside of your cab a little bit, Zach, and show him what you're doing with your electronics.
Yeah, so super intuitive inside the cab. So, you know, we've got a nice ergonomic handle here. The joystick, it's got two functions, greater mode and loader mode. So in greater mode, all of your shifting and everything is adjusting the blade. And you got a trigger on the back here to double click and go into loader mode, and then you're controlling your boom functions on the front and on the rear. But everything's through this console here. You got the different type of operator modes, the different type of steering modes. You can set your engine RPM, whether you want to do work, travel, or creep mode, float the boom. And then also if you go into reverse, it's got a full-scale rear view camera. In the front here, we've got basically just a RAM mount for mounting an iPad or a phone. You've got USB charging down here to keep your phone charged up for the day. Wiper for the front, and then this is the TopCon control system here for your grade automation. Shows you what your slope's doing, and then if you need to dial something in, you can. One of the super cool features about this machine is how accessible it is from a serviceability standpoint. So both of these doors open up. You can get into the hydraulic compartment, you can get into the drivetrain compartment. Made a nice tool holder and paint can holder for you guys to easily access when stepping outside of the cab.
Yeah, the accessibility is really
and then this
beautiful
pops up as well. So if you need to manage anything on the top, it's just really easy to get to, but super easy to service.
So we're doing a little family-to-family thing here, and hopefully we're going to help these guys promote this product, because like I said, we believe this machine should be on every construction job in the country, period. It's a no-brainer. I know a lot of guys use skid steers, mini excavators. A track loader today, a good track loader is a $100,000 machine. When you look at the price point of this, you will have 3 track loaders and this thing will still be going, because this is a 25, 30-year machine. You will not kill this thing. It's just the nature of a maintainer. They last forever. Graders last forever. Maintainers last forever. So that's why we're really into this baby. And I understand, Zach, is there more cool stuff coming out? Do we want to talk about the future of this machine? Is there more we're doing with this, or?
Yeah, we've got a few projects in the works here, certainly. You know, without giving up too much information. I mean, it's the big things we want to do first was get the solid axles on it and get the joystick controls. And now that's done. That's been in the market for a few years. We're happy with that. We definitely want to make sure that we're improving the ergonomic experience of it as we advance the product as well.
So this is only getting better. I really want to take a great shout out to the 4 brothers and Zach at the Malden facility. Love this machine. Can't wait to get it home, get it in the dirt, and we're going to need some spit shine on this baby. I'm going to have to get a little wax holder here, because this baby's going to have to be waxed when we use it. Morning, World of Asphalt, April 26th, big day here. We got our delivery finally of our Malden grader, and we have about 40,000 square feet here that we are going to solely prep up with this machine here. This has been driven on by a heavy truck, so it's pretty tightly packed, but this machine here is
ready to do the job, that's for sure. Special shout out to the Calder brothers. If you're not familiar with the molding company, 4 brothers, family owned and operated, and they really hit it out of the park with this for us. They customized it. They did a raised on blacktop thing. You'll see in the rest of the video. But why Shane is here today taking this video is we got about 40,000 square feet. We got to get this prepped for 3 inches of asphalt, and this machine is going to do it in record time. You have to leave, right?
In like 30 minutes.
Okay, and you're going to video for a few minutes,
Yep.
and then you're going to come back this afternoon? All right, when you come back this afternoon, what time are you coming back?
12.
12, 1 o'clock, this baby's going to be ready for blacktop with one guy. Here we go. Malden, let's do it.
You all looking so damn scared. Act like you're going to the funeral. I'm the one fighting. George Foreman. You've been believing all that stuff you've been reading about how hard he hits. George Foreman knocked down Joe Frazier. He'll destroy the kid. You my friend, and the public is expecting you. The hell with George Foreman. When you get out here, if you're afraid, just smile. Just act like you're happy. I'm not gonna win the fight if I went out thinking like you. Damn George Foreman.
Uh-oh, we got the videographer.
What's going on? Good morning. Good morning.
How
are you? Good morning. New year.
New year?
Come on. Let's see. How are you? You too.
You got new film?
New film? Yeah, I ran out last year. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, Shane. Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Changing that drone, dude.
Huh?
Yeah, change the blades of the drone.
Yeah.
Reflectors on the back of the truck.
You made it on the big screen.
I know, yeah. Josh sent it to
Round
me.
reflectors.
Crazy.
Like,
What's up, brother?
They can eat. They
Come on,
doing
good morning. Nice to meet you.
including driver, and they.
Drive me crazy. She drive me crazy.
Whoop.
Back, baby.
Let's go. What's up, bro?
Back from Vegas. Back from Vegas. Where have we been? A week back? 2 weeks back?
2 weeks back. Yeah.
2 weeks back.
First paving job?
No, we've been
On film.
paving. We've been paving.
On film.
First paving job on film. Got a pretty bit large road to pave today. We're going to do about half of it. We milled half of it yesterday. We're going to pave today. Got a lot of the trucks rolling, so Glad to be back.
Let's go.
My Jamaican brother.
This is my
white brother.
Yeah, my Jamaican brother.
Hey, it's the man behind all the clean trucks right here.
Wagwan.
Every
Oh
time.
yeah, bro. Boom.
Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine. Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine.
Have a nice day. Oh yeah. It's 6:30. You're already cleaning. Oh yeah.
Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine.
Welcome back on YouTube. First job of the season.
Well, the first run of the year.
That's it.
First run.
Fire.
Yeah, looks like a farm. Rolling it right now. Take 12? Yep.
Yeah, Josh said we can take 12.
Gonna hold you, gonna kiss you in my arms. Gonna take you away from home. Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine. Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine. Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine. Gonna take you for a ride on a PJ fine. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Okay, morning World of Asphalt. They got me back on camera. I don't know how good this is gonna go. I'm getting older every year, but first big pour of the year. We got about 1.5 miles of road to do up here in Wilton, Connecticut. We're milling out, putting back about 3,000 tons.
We're coming up to the four-way stop. It's gonna get a little hairy. It's busy over here. So I'm gonna finish this pass. I'm gonna jump on this side, let Josh finish his pass, and then we're gonna jump on the center line and head back down this way and get this lane completed, give it back to him, and then we're gonna jump to this side when we're done.
This is like really getting the rust off today because we've been creeping up until today, but now we're starting to jam. Weather's good, and it's about 8:30, and we have a couple hundred on the ground. Trucks are rolling, pavers rolling, and getting ready to start the season. It's gonna be a good day.
Cars keep coming down. We got cops down here, a cop down there, and the cars still coming. Is there something in the water? That's that guy in the bed, man.
All I need is your love.
trying to correct this, right? Typically, we would strip off the whole layer. If we did that, then we'd be back to our 6% cross slope. So we're trying to reestablish a 2% to 4% crown. Got it. So this is the Level Pro system. It's reading a 1 inch cut, and basically we're on 0 on the other side. But we're using our slopometer here, which is pretty standard, and we're just trying to keep that bubble between 2 and 4. I could cut cross slope, but we want to cut something, right? I could set it up to cut a cross slope. That's why we're going this route. Different. You know, the installation is a lot better now. We definitely weren't out here with 2 milling machines and an expert. That's what so like, when you're steering with that, but you're also moving down, this is the depth of the asphalt right here. Yeah. I can use the dial to do like small increments, or you can use the button. This right here is for the belt, left and right, up and down. Water up, turn the water down. Got it. So your right hand is the belt, and then this is the actual steering. Is that? So that's for the belt. Yeah. Okay, got it. This is speed. This is for the belt, up and down. Belt on. It's in my gears. You know, rabbit gear, turtle gear. And then I got all these like computer screens I can cycle through. I can see the, you know, how fast we're cutting, how deep you're cutting. It's pretty complex. Yeah. You can control the amount of water, the percentage.
How long do you think it took to get used to using this machine? Like muscle memory machine.
Me?
Yeah. No, like the average Joe. Couple hours?
This setup is the same exact setup as that machine. And this setup is the same exact setup as the trimming machine. So you know, typically we start learning on the trimmer, and then you can like jump to this one and then to that one. So like the buttons are the same, the controls are the same. So if you can run the little guy, you can run this one, and you kind of get the idea of what's going on. I think working is the only one that actually has this feature. I'm not sure. But once I get my depth set, all I gotta do is hit these 2 buttons. The machine drops down and goes right to grade.
How you doing?
Living the dream.
So this is the same setup as the other one.
Yeah, these 2 machines are exactly the same. So
and the little one too, right?
Yeah, the 50, the 120, and the 150 are all the same. I think even the 30, even our 35 is very similar to this setup, but a couple different things.
Yeah. Yep. When you lean over the edge, what are you checking?
What's that?
When you lean over the edge, what are you looking for? Just to see
looking at the back, seeing if the pattern's good, and seeing if I'm leaving any chunks.
Oh, got it.
Trying to keep it in the ground, trying to get in some of the binder. Right now we're about 1.6 inches. It's holding like a really nice grade right now, so.
Up top you're at 2, right? Josh was at like 2 up top.
Might be. Trying to get the edge down a little bit. We're trying to put a crown back.
How do you know how deep to go?
The town gives us a spec, you know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Okay.
But out here it's mostly on our discretion, like when we think if the road needs a crown, we'll put a crown back in it. A lot of times these roads, they'll be flat and we'll just mill 2 passes down the edge, get the edges down a little bit, put the crown up.
Now when you guys say crown, I mean, for me, I don't know what that means.
The crown of the road's like this.
Yeah. So is that for drainage?
So the water sheds off this side. We're holding a 1 1.5% on the crown, so good.
I want everyone in the YouTube comments to wish Josh a happy birthday.
Birthday, I forgot. Happy birthday.
My brother, see, forgot.
I don't know what date.
Josh's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Josh. I got you a whole road of milling to do. Is that awesome or what?
Long road. If it makes him feel any better, my wife had to tell me it was my birthday too. I forgot.
Honestly?
I've had that happen.
You know what's a lifesaver is Facebook. When you wake up, whose birthday? I saw that.
Yeah, you log in, you're like, oh shit, it's my birthday.
So you guys did a job right here, right?
Yeah,
you paved this road like, what, 12 years ago?
Over 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
We make it right to the end here. We probably got 20 feet left. The paver, yeah, we're waiting on a truck, but we had a full hopper. And the paver, the floor just gave out. The live feed floor, no mas. How are we going to get the mix out? It's the end of the day. We got to finish the job, right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting there trying to shovel it out. All of a sudden, Bill had an idea, get a piece of wood, stuck it on the floor, got the machine. Yep, big board, any piece of 2x4.
Yeah.
Stuck it on the floor and pushed the mix out of the paver with the machine. You put it against the bucket here, the long board, and pushed it against
First we had to dig out the hop.
That's what I said. We first had it empty.
Right.
Then he came over and explained
Scooped it out, got as much as we can. The machine hydraulics were down. But luckily the gates were open. So I didn't know this, but I guess you could manually push your belts, right? So we took a long 2x4, stuck it on the belt, pushed it with the skid steer and pushed the material through the machine.
Oh, I get it. So the skid steer was alongside it and you're...
The paper was not moving.
Oh.
It was still. We just needed to get the blacktop out of the
out of it.
So we just pushed it through where it usually comes out of the bottom of the screen. So we had to just keep forcing it back and getting whatever was left in the hopper out of the paver.
Moral of the story is, last 20 feet of that road is paved by hand.
That's crazy.
Because a man is always capable. Make sure he understands the moment, because a man always understands the moment. And you know what else a man does? What? He says, give me my theme music.
My wife's seen the shit I eat with these hands. 43 next week.
You gotta eat what you can when you're on the job, you know?
It's protein, baby. I can't sit and eat steaks all day, you know?
Let's see where these trucks are at. Gotta find out where the trucks are at.
You can track them?
Oh yeah, baby. Come on.
Hey, we got a truck.
Oh, we got a truck.
Oh, we got one. That's the only issue is the plant's kind of far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary's the closest.
We got no fucking service here either.
That's badass.
So show me what's going on down here.
So I'm up top on the paver right now.
Yeah.
My job is to empty trucks, keep the paver straight, and make sure that the trucks don't bump the paver, keep a steady speed, and feed the material to my screen guys who are down bottom. And also watch up above. That's one of my #1 jobs, wires and trees. So actually that's why we keep a lot of guys ask me why we keep the cover down. You see the stick on top of the truck? So we keep that down in case there's a stick that falls in. We don't want it to go under the paving machine. So this is my whole control board. I can do pretty much everything from up here, but right now I'm just steering. We're running this road is about, ranges anywhere from 24 to about 30 feet wide. This paver goes from 8 feet to 16. So we're constantly going in and out. Right now, I'm about 13 feet wide, so all I'm doing is keeping the edge of my hopper right on that line right there and trying to keep it straight as possible. I'm also controlling the steadiness of the material. Sort of important to get a nice steady flow as best we can with the trees and the wires. But we have to constantly raise and lower the body because of these limbs. So I got to be in perfect concert with the driver right here. I'm watching, making sure he doesn't roll out. I'm actually pushing him. He's in neutral right now. He's got light brake, very light brake. And I'm watching my tires, making sure they're in contact with the paver, watching the top of the body, and watching, making sure that my hopper is right along that seam. And that allows these guys, what I'm trying to do is make sure that both sides is open about the same. If I'm too far over, he'll be all the way open, he'll be all the way closed. So whenever I can, I want to try to keep the sides of the paver about the same. So I'm constantly looking over here too, to make sure that his side's not bigger than his side. Now these guys up front should be watching the trees too, and the wires also. And the idea is to get a nice steady flow. The steadier the flow, the better the product. So that noise you hear, all the trucks are equipped with vibrators, which allows the body to become nice and clean. Look at the body. See how clean his body is? No, nothing in the back. The vibrator helps that a lot. See this little road on the side to the right? Yep. That's actually about 18.5 feet wide right there. So now I'm gonna have to make 2 pulls. I'm gonna pull straight up here, and then I'm just gonna walk it into the other side road, and we're gonna make about a 3/4 of a width of pass, and then back up. I'm actually gonna shut this side of the paving machine off. I'm gonna run about a 3/4 of a screed full of material down this side. Now I'm walking it over. It's too wide for the paving machine. You see how I left? Now I'm just gonna run a 1/2 screed. It's about 6 feet wide. Okay, now we need more material. So you can see the configuration of this. I can't really push the truck through here, so now we gotta actually dump asphalt in, pull the truck out. Forward, reverse, steer like a video game. One car, hold that car. This paver is really easy to operate though, because it's got so much power. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So sometimes you'll be driving down a road, see a line like that right there. That's where they had to make 2 passes on the road. And I'm actually, about 6 feet wide right here. Want me to screed that, or are you gonna shovel it? Okay. See that little pile right there? I would have screeded it off, but they're young and stupid. So now when we go to take off here, this is like a little separate bore. They may have to do a little handwork right here to blend this material together. And we got the silos filled, so the material should go pretty quick there. See the truck coming back now. If you look up top, you see all the tree limbs. Yep. So we got to be careful of that. We don't want to snap one, but we definitely don't want the sticks going in the pavement. Believe it or not, there's a little bit of geometry involved in this paving motion. It's or a math problem. So we're taking tons of material, right? There's 22 ton on that truck. You dump it in here, you're tunneling it back, you're augering it over, and it's all going underneath this steel plate over here. It's going down about 2 inches thick. So there's a ton of material being forced underneath this plate. And in order to keep the plate from moving up and down, you got to introduce the material at the same speed. If you put too much material, the screed wants to pick up. If you run it out, it wants to go down. So I actually, in my computer system here, I have, we have settings for how fast the belts spin and how fast the augers go. Right now we're paving 45 feet a minute. So I have my belts and my augers set about at 40%. And that allows the material to come back at a steady flow. At 13 feet wide, with 40% material coming back, it should help my mat be steady. If I'm paving deeper or wider or faster, you have to change everything in here. But if I take this whole truck, this whole hopper full, shove it underneath that screed, that's when you see guys cranking the screeds up and down, and the inspectors hate that. If you want to not touch the cranks going up and down, the better you feed the material to the bottom of the plate, the smoother it is and a lot easier it is for the operator. That's why 1 speed with the paver and 1 speed with the delivery of the asphalt also. Okay, so this truck, Shane, this is our live bottom. This is actually the truck that has the belt on it, and the belt is off now. This is why we did this truck, because I can use it for the truck with the belt or without. But this is really a nice way to feed material on a roadway. Now the belt feed is also good. You know what I was telling you about the geometry? You see how that asphalt's coming out of there? It's nice and slow and steady. That's awesome. Takes a lot of pressure off me and the guys, because we don't have to worry about raising the body on the truck. I'm not watching up top now. Now I only have to watch the truck. This feed, I can even get a smoother road with how steady this material is coming out. And they're just faster, they're cleaner, there's no spillage, you don't have to raise the truck up and down. And it feeds it right to the center of the hopper, which is really cool. I know you don't have to be a paving guy to see how nice that is, right, Shane? Yeah. That's smooth, right?
I feel bad. Everyone's hitting the DM saying you're sold out. We're really not sold out. We're just sold out in some items.
Well, I mean, it's tough because you're a one-man band. You're on the job from 6 to 6.
I won't be a one-man band for long. So this year we're going to be adding some people to the team.
I like that.
And getting a more consistent rollout.
Yeah,
I think that's a huge part of it.
Now that you're blowing up, now that the brand's getting honest, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like today, right? Typically I'd be on the paver, but we're down a driver, so I'm driving the truck, and I have a 4 o'clock phone call, pretty important, with John Deere, which I'll be lucky to make. I got my laptop in here just in case.
Pull over on the side of the road or something like that. Right. Steal Starbucks Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And then at 4:30, I have a call with my merchandising partner, which I'll be lucky to make. And that's just what it is now.
Yeah.
So this year, a goal of mine is to, like I said, get things more consistent. I'm not letting go, just getting a team around me and putting people in position. Skyrocket.
That's it.
Probably the last year and even now, it's like saying no to more opportunities than yes, which is a good thing. But we do have a lot of cool things coming out. Hopefully by the time you see this video, we'll already have the Malden video out, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay. So I don't want to say too much on it because, I mean, it is a raised down blacktop, limited run of graders. We're just not sure how we're going to roll it out yet. Yeah, that'll be something that should be available to order this summer and this fall. Also, already talking about World of Asphalt. I've got a crazy idea that I'm going to keep to myself for now. But I wanted to, you guys saw what we did last year. I want to do that like times 10. But it is, even that it's over the winter, it is getting like, we're on a time crunch already. It sucks. So I'm even thinking of outside the box. You know, maybe we won't do a booth. Maybe we'll do like a pop-up shop. On Broadway.
I like that.
Right in Nashville.
That'd be sick.
I think that'd be cool. Not that I want to take people out of the show, but it's just I like to do something different.
Yeah.
Right? We're disruptive.
disruptors.
Yeah.
And I got another crazy idea that I'll keep to myself too. But it involves having all the raised down blacktop equipment in one place. At the show, maybe not at the show. You know, maybe we'll rent a warehouse or something.
Yeah.
I'm already saying too much.
Drive it down Broadway or something.
Yeah. Want to do another party? Hopefully we get Kid Rock to come. But no, that'd be crazy. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. No, I want Kid Rock. But yeah, that's what it is. So it's early April. What's tough with this merchandise thing, the raised down blacktop, is that it gets busy at the same time and it slows down at the same time. Yeah, talk a little bit about the drop. I would love to show you guys photos right now. Actually, this is a sample right here. I'm not crazy about this patch, but this is a totally 100% custom hat. So you see we got the kind of like our racing collection hat. Same material, lightweight. It's a perfect summer hat. It's not sweaty, breathable. And this is a hat that I've been working on for, like, it sounds crazy, I've been working on this hat for 4 months. It's crazy. Yeah. And my plan is to, like, get a nice style hat and have this be like a staple in the store, and then we'll switch it out with different colors. Like, you guys know our colors are black and white, and we like to use red accents because it complements our raised down blacktop equipment. It complements American Pavement a little bit. Plain favorites.
Yeah.
But like this hat, like I want to do this hat in gray and white, orange, or come out with like a baby blue hat, like a limited run. You know, so do some colors that go together. But as far as this drop, it's going to be like a 2-part summer drop. So first, we're going to do like some accessories. So we got, I know you guys love the decals, so we're going to do like a pack of decals that are all different styles, a little similar, but all different styles. So you can put them on your truck, your hard hat, your cooler, your toolbox, what have you. What else we got coming out? We're doing like a small golf line. There's a lot of guys that are golfers out there. I'm like a twice a year kind of guy. Like my brothers, they like to golf a lot. So we're gonna do, some of it's gonna be a little collector's items, so they might be a little expensive and low quantity. But we're doing like real Titleist golf balls. And then we're doing like these really nice quality golf towels, something that you could have on your bag, or I don't think you'd use them as a rag, but I guess you could. We're doing beach towels that are fully printed. Coming back with the bandanas. We're doing white bandanas this time. However you want to use those. What else? License plate frames. Those I think are going to be super hot. What other accessories? We're going to dabble with some women's stuff. A lot of the women are asking for things, and I get them, and they don't sell that well. But we are doing like some biker shorts. Coming out with more kids' clothes, kids' safety vests. So that'll all be in May, and then later in the year, it might be like maybe a month or two after, we're doing more beach towels. We're gonna bring the straw hats back for the real hot summer months, and then we're gonna be doing some bathing suits, potentially those basketball shorts that you saw. And I've had a couple of requests for like some dry fits. So we're doing dry fit t-shirts. Cutoffs. Like not the tank tops, but like the cutoffs up here. I know some guys need to have sleeves on the job. There's a lot of guys out there that just do residential and commercial work and they can wear whatever they want. So doing some cutoffs. And I'm already looking towards the fall now. So the fall, it's going to be a smaller collection, where we're going to do like some real quality, 100% custom quarter zips, so like polyester hoodies, and possibly some sweatpants.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty pumped about that. We'll pave that parking lot. Nothing worse than going under silo with a new truck.
Yeah. What do you guys check for when you hop out?
What's that?
What do you check for when you hop out?
Oh, I just want to be lined up. Some silo operators will like talk to you. Here they don't always. So we jump in and just pray you're in the right spot.
I think he heard us.
Thank you, Johnny.
Nice
driving the nicest truck in town. Don't lose your ticket.
Wagwan. What's up, Dale? How's your day going out here?
Good so far. So far, so good.
Good.
I'm alive and well, thank you. Once you're with the American Paving, you're good. Oh, wow.
Send it back to the plant. That's what happens when you get shit that comes through the paver. This thing probably weighs 50 pounds.
What is that?
I don't know. It's something from the plant.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Park these two vehicles right in the middle of the road. Nobody's getting through. And then this way, I'll be there waving them down. This way, I don't gotta watch this.
Anything coming down, going that way.
Right.
Anything going down, it's going that way.
Right. But I need you to block this off because I can't run
pick up
from
right there. We can block it right off.
both trucks right there.
Okay, let's do it in front of this John Deere.
Plant.
So this is a cut-through road here in Wilton, and this is like a commuter road. Everyone's trying to go around Route 7, but whenever you get a three-way triangle, 1, 2, 3, this is hectic. This is hectic.
It is.
ConExpo's over. All the shows are over. We're back in Connecticut. Weather's good. We're back to paving. I just wanted to thank the John Deere family. You guys treated us like VIP. Loved every minute of it. And we really appreciated the time we spent with the John Deere family out there. And everything that Deere did for us was amazing. Show was amazing. 2023 is going to be a great season. Let's do it. All of this equipment and all of this investment, unfortunately, this is still a big part of the paving industry. Everyone's got wheelbarrows. We got 6 of them, flat tires, bent shoes. Been pushing these things for 40 years. I'm sick of pushing wheelbarrows. There's got to be a better way. So I am so through with this thing. Let me show you how through I am with it. Have a nice life. 2 on that truck. 2 on that truck, 1 on the other, 1 in the garbage. I'm throwing them all away. Morning, World of Asphalt. We got a new delivery today. Real excited. We got a new product. We are showcasing the world our new product. You know, I consider myself an asphalt efficiency expert. This has been 40 years in my brain because our job requires a lot of manual labor. We thought of this, we called up some very special people, and we are hoping that we are going to change the industry, help change the industry with this new product. We just had a delivery of this brand new 2021, actually, because this is 2 years in the making, supply chain issues, COVID, and this truck actually got held up at the Canadian border during the protest. So you probably saw it on the news. We finally got it. A couple winters ago, we had an idea. I picked up the phone. I called some very special people at a very special company, a mom and pop, family owned, small business. I shot them an idea and they said, we can do it. We didn't know that if this was going to work. We were a little bit of guinea pigs, but we had a little confidence because we have ran this company's products before. We got a special day here, and I'm hoping I'm going to save a lot of backs with this product. So our brand new 2021 567 Peterbilt, we did a 14-foot Trout River live bottom truck. We decided to do a 6-wheeler with a lift axle on it, and not a triaxle. I'm sure people are gonna ask, why not a triaxle? And you're gonna know why in a minute. There's a lot of guys out there that run these, that run live bottoms. We feel the Trout River is the best in the industry, and if you can look at the workmanship alone, you can see why we use Trout River. It's gonna deliver asphalt, gravel, dirt, mulch, whatever you wanna put in the back of this thing. It'll belt out without raising the body, without worry about tipping. And if you ever paved with a live bottom belt, they're awesome in the paver.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Coming from someone on the back of the screen, Josh can attest to this. You could feel the difference when you're pushing a live bottom trailer. It's smooth, it's non-stop. You can even see the difference in the mat. It's just a continuous pour, and it really makes a big difference.
Paver operator.
You can unload these trucks
minutes,
seconds. This one here, 15 ton, 35 seconds.
And you don't have to worry about
trees, wires, tilting left and right. I mean, this thing is sweet. I don't have to worry about the truck at all. They steer, we give them the hand signal, or you'll see a little remote action soon. Frees me up a lot to do the more important thing, which is run the paver.
So now we're going to give you a quick walk around the truck. Maddie, you want to go in and fire it up?
Come inside here, Shane. So the new 2021 567s, this thing's like a Mercedes.
You know, we're Peterbilt guys. We got a good connect with the Pete store. They take care of us.
Automatic. Look at this. Digital dash. CB, radio, Bluetooth. These 567s, we like these because they have good vision. You can see out of them. I mean, backing up this truck, you can see your back tire. That's a big thing. So I'm gonna fire her up.
Okay, so now I'm gonna show you a couple things about the live bottom truck. Obviously, you can see, you know, we like our red and our chrome. Trout River, I mean, look at the workmanship here. The paint is as good as the paint on the cab. I'm gonna show you a couple of the functions now. Maddie, pop the gate open, please. That's your hydraulic gate right here. Josh, don't close the cover. So we did have some asphalt in this. We did do a demo, and it does work. And I know guys run these, so some people will be familiar with it. Completely seals the load. There's no weather on this whatsoever. We've been running our other live bottom trailer now for 5 or 6 years, and without question, every time he delivers a load, the asphalt 5 to 10 degrees hotter than our other trucks that are covered well also, but nothing's going to beat that tarping system. Have him close the gate. I'm not going to run the belt right now because there's some asphalt in there, and we don't want to get it on the floor. So he pulls into the job, pops open his gate, hits the belt, lifts his cover. Truck is empty in a minute. Pretty cool, right?
Sweet.
It's a beautiful truck, but actually I have a little something extra, and this is going to be a labor saver. This thing has not been named yet, because this is the only one in the country, in the world, We may have a contest. Someone named this thing. Okay, so now we're gonna show you the caveat of the truck. And this was our deer. This is why I threw away my wheelbarrows, because I don't think we're gonna need them anymore. Have a nice life. This system right here that we had Trout River build, I actually called Barry, gave him some ideas, just talked on the phone, half-hour conversation, called him back the following day, a couple more ideas. By the end of the week, he had this thing on paper. The following week, this was in production. This machine right here is gonna attach to the back of my truck manually. Hydraulically, it's gonna spin this 8-foot auger. There's an auger in here. Our belt is gonna feed this, hit the auger, and this is gonna deliver asphalt right to the ground. Driveways, patching, curbs, asphalt delivery in any spot you want. This is gonna do it all hydraulically. We're gonna set it up and we're gonna show you how it works. 3 wheels on it, and you can pull this up to the job with it on the truck, use it. When you're done with it, you can take it right off in 5 minutes, put it right back on in 5 minutes, go haul asphalt with your live bottom or use your auger. There's a little bit of a learning curve here. We have only had this thing off once already, so if we fumble with it a little bit, don't get nervous, but we are gonna pretty much hook this baby up. So you could back the truck up to it, but we are on flat ground, so we're gonna push it right in. Here's our wheels. Good? You see the hook on the other side, Matt? Yeah. So the key is that the way you drop it is the way you want to back into it again. If you drop it in one spot, you back the truck right up to it, you should be good. Okay, they're in. All right. Now they're going to hook the pins. So right here. Right here. This hooks right in. With a little roll pin right here. These clips go on. These are just a helper. These are just a little helper. And look at how cool they did that. Trout River does not miss a trick, I'll tell you that. And that locks that baby right in just like that. That's a Canadian thing. Okay, these you put a little pressure on. Put a little pressure on that side. Tighten it up. Put your lock on. Put your lock on the bottom, Josh. Okay. All right. Come on around here, Shane. You can unjack the wheels.
Next level shit right here.
Unjack the wheels. Okay. It's basically on the truck. Okay. It's on. Now you guys know about hydraulic quick connects, correct? I'm going to show you a badass hydraulic quick connect. Hoses, please.
See, they even designed a little
holder for the hoses.
They think of everything.
Now again, this is 1.0. I can't imagine what 2.0 is going to look like when they start making these things. All right, so here's our hydraulic quick connect. Everyone knows about hoses. I'm trying to get hydraulics on. This goes in the cab when you're not using the belt. He's going to simply plug that in. This was actually our idea. Hydraulics on, electric in. This goes back in the cab with the driver.
Look at this. We've used this before. Clean.
Belt is on. Okay, now we're going to use it. Here we go. Fire her up, Matt. Fire back in. Now we have our controls. This is going to lift the belt up. Belt going up. He's going to drop his wheel. Pull the pin out. Yep. Slide it in. All the wheels get locked in. So I have 3 controls back here. Auger on, up and down, left and right. Our safety chains when we're in transport, right here. Okay, we're in transport mode right now. Now, when you go to use it, all I have to do is unhook the chain, put it right here. Okay, we're gonna drop it down. Now the driver inside has full controls. Inside, he can work the auger, work the belt, work the door, left or right, do everything. You can also do it from here, but we're going to give you a little caveat right here. This is what you need, and it was actually the people at Trout River. Barry recommended it, and it's awesome. We have a remote control. The guy in the back can do everything that this belt does.
We haven't been to a plant yet where that doesn't fit, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It fits underneath the plant. So It's not like something you have to take off, get loaded, and you put it back on.
You can pour asphalt as high as this, which we would use on over a guardrail if we're paving underneath the guardrail, which is a thing anyone does highways know about, paving underneath the guardrail. To get the asphalt over the guardrail is not easy. So we can start at this height, and we can also bring it down as low as this. Now I know there's several products out there that deliver asphalt, things you put on back of the truck. There's even a couple companies around here that have converted cement trucks into asphalt delivery systems. The reason why we wanted to do this was we wanted an asphalt delivery system, and we also wanted a truck too. So I'm getting two as one. We're gonna have the belt, and when I'm not using the belt, I have the truck. So this belt was actually very reasonably priced. When we drive away, I still have a truck.
So the first thing is this is a two-part door. When you're paving, the door opens up all the way. When you're doing an asphalt delivery system, what you can do is you can open up the back gate right here. Now you could use this without the belt or with the belt. When we have the belt on, all you have to do is crack it this high. What you do is you spin your conveyor and you turn your augers on. The conveyor and the auger both have a speed system. So you can speed up the conveyor or speed up the auger. So right here, this is our auger speed. So this is maxed out, this is slow. So what you want is once you set your belt speed, you can then tune in your auger speed. That way you don't have to have a on-off, it's a continuous pour. This machine has left and right on the controller. So what I could do is I could swing it all the way to the right. Now remember, this is at an idle, so if he gives it a little gas, this will obviously go faster. So we can empty out into a curve machine over here. We could pave augers, or we could pave aprons. Anything you need.
You have about 5 feet, I believe. Over 8 feet. I think you got 5 feet, maybe a little bit more from our delivery system out to a sidewalk or wherever you want to deliver asphalt. So we have had a couple loads of asphalt on this now, and anyone that does curbing, handwork, the other day we did 60 catch basins. We had to winterize. So around here in the Northeast in the winter, any jobs that we did that were just the bottom layer, everything's sticking up about 1.5 inches ready for the final course. So typically this time of the year they send us around and they have us go what they call winterize everything so the plows don't hit it. Normally, if you go there with the trucks and the wheelbarrows, if you need 10 ton, you need to buy 12, 13, because this time of the year it's cold. And what happens when you're wheelbarrowing asphalt, or however you're getting the asphalt out of the truck, a skid steer, an excavator, dumping it on the ground, there's always a little waste because the asphalt gets packed up against the back of the gate. We've used this a couple times, and the other days the guys did 60 catch basins, not one wheelbarrow, and there was 0 waste because the asphalt was as hot from the first drop all the way through. So we've used it a few times now and have not thrown away one shovel full of asphalt, which is huge. That. Matty actually pulled the curb machine up here just to give you an idea of how we feed our curber. And you can run it at any angle. Sometimes we have it all the way out. Sometimes we just run it right there, and you just automatically feed the curber. As far as speed goes, we could not keep up with it. The curb machine was full all the whole time. We had to stop delivering actually a lot of times. Typically a curb crew, as everyone knows in the business, guy on the curber, we actually use a guy to poke the curber the whole time. We have a guy in the back cleaning the curber up, sometimes 2 depending on the handwork, and at least 2 guys wheelbarrowing. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. The other day we did our first curb job, with the first time we ever used the belt. I did 2,000 feet of curb, which was 40 ton of curbing. I had 3 guys there. Another job we did, we put down 650 linear feet of 6-inch asphalt curb with 4 guys, and we did the whole road in 45 minutes. From the time the truck pulled up till it was gone. Half the guys, half the time.
You did a road the other day, it was 300 feet of curbing, 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Like I said, there's a lot of different systems that people use, skid steers, buckets. I don't think you're going to beat this. I I don't even think we've imagined what we're going to do with this yet. But I mean, we bought it for a couple things, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a go-to. We're going to use it all the time. Even if you're running a paving job, I think, and you have wide spots, aprons, catch basins, you have to do handwork. Why wouldn't you just bring this and pour your handwork right out in front of the paver? Anywhere you could use it, you should. So a couple guys asked me why an auger and why not a belt. Anyone in the industry knows that augered material is the best material. You'll get material that's a little clumpy, might be a little cold, might have hot spots, cold spots. When you auger material through the belt, through this double auger in here, out to here, it's all perfectly blended, right down to the last shovel. That's why I chose an auger. Like I said, we did 60 catch basins the other day, and the last shovelful was as good as the first.
This is at the slowest speed right now, but you can turn this baby up, crank it, without an acceleration from the truck itself. So once you give it a little gas on the pedal, if you want to, this thing will even go faster.
And what I liked about it, what Trout River did, they not only took our idea, but they did a really nice job. As anyone who knows me, I love equipment and I love quality equipment, and it's always in the workmanship. I always say, like a Swiss watch, when you take apart a Rolex, every part is perfect. And everything here, again, and this is just the first one they ever did, has a spot, it's tight, it's compact. Every hose is clamped in, tied down. The workmanship was really, we're really happy with the workmanship on the belt. So now our load is empty. We just simply...
They even give us a little
center of belt right here. Now also, I can do this right from here. The operator from the truck can also do it from the inside. Belt goes up. There is a hydraulic adjustment for the speed of your movements too, which I think we got to play with a little bit. We feel this one's a little slow. We haven't touched it yet though. Put the two hoses back on, and you're ready to transport them. Gone, on to next. As I said in the beginning, I did not do a triaxle. We decided to go with a 6-wheeler with the lift axle, which in Connecticut here we're legal for roughly 15 tons. This truck actually weighs about 25,000 pounds with the belt on it. And why we did this and not a longer one, we want to go into parking lots, condominiums, roads, and we want to dance on fresh asphalt. Anytime we have a curbing job, anytime we have to go back and put on aprons, we're very conscious of spillage on the ground and tearing up the new asphalt. That's why we did a short truck with the lift axle, because we want to pull into a tight job and be able to do circles with this thing and deliver asphalt where we need it, when we need it, quickly. While we were discussing this build and we started it, my first instinct was, oh my God, we need two. So yeah, we bought two. We bought two. This way here, I got two of these. They're the only two in the world. This one we got a couple weeks ago, so this is lettered, tagged, license plates. This one just came in. We did do a demo on it. Works just as good, not even better than that one. And we did do two because we figured if we were going to be doing hand work, curb work, small work, what do we do when the truck is gone? We can't be waiting for asphalt. So when that one's going to get a load, we're going to be emptying this bad boy. All automatics, push button, everything. And this is the future of asphalt, 21st century paving. This was my imagination. The boys helped with the design, called Trout River. Barry picked up the phone, responsive. They are patenting this if it's not already done. And we are looking to do a collaboration. We are going to market this to the asphalt paving world, not for a monetary thing for us. We are looking to modernize the paving industry. We're trying to get everyone into the 21st century so we can become from bottom feeders, we're trying to become top feeders. The more technology, the more skills that we put into this business, and the more we show the world how difficult and high-tech this business is, the more money you're going to make. And that's why we're here today. Thank you. Thank Trout River. Let's get this on the market. Let's start using these babies. We're in. So it's Saturday morning and it's raining outside. We are gonna take these to a job on Monday. Don't have any curbing, don't have any patching, but we are gonna use them. I actually have 20 driveways to pave. I'm possibly gonna get these guys set up with the paver. I maybe take 2 guys and see how many I can do just with this belt and see if I can go faster than you. They're little short driveways. I'm gonna go grab a couple loads and I want you to come film it so the world can see these things in action. And I did throw my wheelbarrow away, right?
You did. It's.
Have a nice life.
But first, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
Okay, morning, World of Asphalt, December 5th. We're up at this Toll Brothers project in Danbury, Connecticut. We have 20 driveways to put in this morning, which we are going to use the paver on, but we did want to finish this video up because it's getting late in the season, and I really want the world to see this belt in operation. And I'm looking for your feedback, comments, good, bad, ideas, and see what you think of this. These driveways are roughly about 5 ton apiece, which will just be one pass with the paver. But we did put a load of asphalt on this truck, and we're gonna do a few of them by hand with this one load. See how quick we can pave these driveways. Now, if there was just a couple of these, we feel the beauty of the belt is that if we came in just to do 3 of these, normally when we come into these projects, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, but occasionally they call up and they need a couple for a closing or they need to get one done. And we don't typically bring a paving machine to do 1 or 2 little small binder courses or a top course on a little driveway. So we feel that this belt would eliminate bringing machinery, and by the time you get the paver off the truck, we'll have this thing done. So let's start her up and see what we got. I got the handheld here. Truck just pulled up, and we're gonna see what we got. Power my remote up, and we are going to go up, take the tension off the chains. Josh, you wanna run the belt so I can talk? Okay, I'm taking the safety chains off. Josh is gonna lower the belt down. These driveways are a little bit longer than the belt, so we're gonna have to back her in a few feet. I think once we get to a certain point, we may just put her this way and angle our belt. Okay, Sarah, bring it in. Well, we have used this a couple times, and a big time saving has been, and everyone knows, to get the wheelbarrows and the first few barrels off the chute and get the chutes oiled up, take a few minutes. This thing, you lower the belt down and in 2 minutes you're paving, which is really cool. Sarah is not my good backer-upper. She's a good driver, but she's not a good backer-upper. She keeps her truck great, though. Inside of her cab looks like our living room. This is why we did the short truck. No scuffing right here. If you get a picture of the wheels with the lift axle up, and these are the type of spots we're gonna wanna bring this truck into. This truck is actually built for small spots. That's why we did a short truck with the lift axle. It's really like watching paint dry, though, watching her bring this truck in here. Okay. She's in. All right, here we go. Okay, so Josh simply lifted up his door about 3 inches. The belt is now feeding the auger. There's actually a double auger in here, about 2 feet long, a short auger. It goes both ways. It drops it into this small hopper right here. The reason why we thought it was important to go with the live bottom was this feed. We wanted it to be a continuous feed into the auger and pour it out. If you put this on the back of a dump truck, which I guess something could be rigged to go on the back of a truck, you'd have to raise the body, drive with the body in the air. That's why we thought it was important to do the live bottom. Now he's pouring asphalt. And this is actually the slowest way it pours asphalt. If you were doing a sidewalk or if you could get the truck in here sideways, it's much quicker if you just go like that. So Josh wants a little more, he wants a little more speed on his conveyor, which is done right here, okay? So he's gonna speed up the conveyor because the more material in here, the faster it'll auger out, but you don't want to overload it. So this way here, there's a little bit more handwork moving the belt left to right.
if there was room here, if this was a double wide driveway, he would actually just angle it and pour lines. And that way there, you could really pour it nice, but this is working just fine. If you look at the consistency of my material, it's like 20 degrees out here this morning. So normally you wouldn't be surprised to see a few clumps in the material. But with the material being belted down into 2 auger systems, everything should be blended perfectly. And there should be no chunks. Yeah, no waste here is the beauty of it. One thing you don't want to do is overfeed the belt. So when the auger's off, you want to try to make sure that the belt is off also, because you can jam it if you bring too much back. That's why the door, open a few inches. If you open it up more, it really comes out fast, which we don't want here. Okay, so I got one guy on the belt, one guy on a knockdown rake, and one guy on a finish rake. So we got 3 guys here right now. So we just made 2 wheelbarrow guys go away, right? And I don't have a wheelbarrow. I don't have a wheelbarrow anymore. I threw that in the garbage, right? We got enough on the truck to do about 3 of these. And then we're gonna go to the paving machine. This is just a demo, baby. Plus, you don't have guys at the tailgate talking about their girlfriends in the stock market last weekend. You know, we don't have any tailgate parties here. And now I got 3 guys on rakes, and Josh is going slow. I mean, if this thing, I don't even think they could really keep up to it. Josh, pull in long ways. Let's show them on the side. All right, so she's gonna pull the truck vertically along the side. You can see how the belt's gonna go along sideways. Okay, so he probably should have poured 1 more line a little bit further, another few feet. So he'll pour a little extra and he'll shovel it back. But with the belt out like this, from here to here, 5 feet. So if you had a curb and a sidewalk behind it, you could actually pave a 5-foot wide elevated sidewalk just by driving right down the side. Let him pour a line. Yeah, back her up and pour a nice line. There you go. This is how you want to do it if you can. If you have a experienced driver, this piece right here, he could be doing this right from inside. The driver could do this by himself. You don't even need the guy with the remote. All right, on to driveway number 2. No spillage, no cleanup in the road. I'm over here. So if we had the truck here with wheelbarrows underneath, you would typically have some cleanup here. Some trucks leave more waste than the others, but there'd definitely be road sweeping here. No cleanup. Okay, there it is, roll it. Okay, driveway number 2. And do this a little quicker this time. Josh, pour a little more. Good. A little right here. Good. You saw how we raked that out. We were dumping piles with a wheelbarrow. One guy brings a full barrel, next guy brings a half. Dumps a big pile, a small pile. You can get a really nice, evenly spread with this machine.
So everyone does has a technique. 5 minutes? That was better. This is the first time we ever paved the driveway with this thing, so it's only gonna get better, right? 2 or 3 right there up. Yep. Beautiful. Couple right there up. Yep. Nice. Okay. We should be close to emptying this load. Asphalt, like I told you in the beginning, still same temperature. I'm going to show you at the end of the load what it looks like. So if you can get your driver and your belt guy in sync, he can get the pour almost right down to where there's very little raking. So there's less raking by making it small, even, steady pours. And anytime you handle blacktop, the less you have to rake it, the better it is. Actually, the stronger it is. So this is really good. Less raking is always good. That's perfect right there. You see how he's pouring that line? That's really nice. That's really nice. Beautiful.
Try to just let me go.
Get this down, we'll be throwing this away too. 5 minutes. So I think the problem we're having is that the roller guy's not going to be able to keep up. Jaime, better get on that roller and whack her. Gonna need 2 guys. No cleanup. And you're gonna see that there's 0 waste on this load. And when the load is empty, I'm gonna show you how to put the final clean out on it.
Look at this slick thing you got here.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
New?
Brand new, only one in the world.
Nice.
We actually, there's 2 in the world. We own them both.
All right, no offense. Just the boys are gonna do this one. Come on.
So 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I mean, I know that doesn't mean anything to a lot of people, but here we're on driveway 1, 2, 3. And I actually had to put another guy on a roller, another whacker, vibratory plate, because they're not going to be able to keep up. And typically, doing driveways with a wheelbarrow, you don't need 2 roller guys. So this thing is turning out to be really fast. And from here, it's only going to get better. I got a green driver, and actually we're completely green. Like I said, this is the first time we ever did a driveway with the thing. And everyone's going to come up with their own little routine, how they do it. But it doesn't seem like it, but that material is coming out fast because of the steadiness of it. It just keeps coming. I might have to give the guys a break in a minute. So today in hydraulics, I always tell you, if you can think of it, they can build it. And we thought of it, they built it. Big reason for this video today. You can contact us with any questions that we can answer for you. You can contact Trout River. I recommend calling Barry direct. He will pick up the phone directly. And like I said, this is 1.0. This is the first one they ever made. If this product does turn out to be something in the industry, I can only imagine what it's going to look like in 5 years. I can't speak on pricing. If you guys got any questions on pricing, you got to call Trout River directly. But I will tell you this, it was not that bad. It wasn't that bad. Grant, I did buy these 2 years ago, pre-COVID nonsense. I don't know what they would cost today, but when you get the 2-in-1, in my opinion, you got the belt and the truck, it's going to be a no-brainer. So when we go to start using our paver, which we are going to use because there's 20 of them, there's definitely waste. When you take a dump out here, you're back in the driveway, when you clean out the paver,
practice driving this waste. This is gonna have, when I clean this tube out, there's gonna be one shovelful. If we have a 2-load job and it's up a back road, by the time you get a paver machine, rollers up there, you might just ring the belt and rake it in, and probably be time saving, money saving, because sometimes it takes us longer to get the equipment there than it does do the work. So speaking of waste, I thought this load was gonna do 3 or 4. We're on number 4 and he's still going. I don't think he has much less, but if you waste a half a ton, it's a half a ton.
I just can't help but to think, I'm laughing the whole time I'm raking, because all my life I heard, when I was your age, I grew up, I didn't even have chutes on the truck. And now we got this thing out here. So I'm just thinking, what am I gonna say to my kids when I'm older? Probably be saying that we had to do this in 20-degree weather and they're doing it on their couch on their phone, but who knows?
Driveway number 5. I'll be shocked if he even gets half of this driveway, because he should have been out of blacktop. Did he just get the whole driveway with that load? Holy smokes.
4 minutes.
Holy smokes, 4 minutes. Going faster and faster. Maybe we should leave the paver off and just do it by hand. Truck is finally empty. I got a whole extra driveway. I know they're only 30 feet, but not only is this a labor saver, I think it's a material saver too. You don't realize when you do 5 driveways and you pick up and you move and you spill, and the next one, that how much material gets dropped on the ground. So this is key. This is key. So as I said, when you're doing handwork, any type, there's always waste that gets pushed up against the gate. Here we are down to the last couple shovelfuls. Okay, right down to the last crumbs in the corner are still usable. And that's why we put the door on here, because what happens when you crack the door a little bit, the belt is actually cutting the material as it hits the gate, and it's just coming out layer by layer by layer instead of getting packed all up against the gate. And that's the beauty of having the door and being able to control the height of it. Now here's our last clean out. And it is December 5th, and it's lucky if it's 30 degrees out here. Look at how hot this asphalt is. Not one chunk, no waste whatsoever. Okay, we're gonna get a scraper. We're gonna clean this off a little bit. Not much. Okay, wanna clean this off right here. Get everything into the hopper. Johnny's gonna put a little degreaser on the auger. I'm gonna run it a couple seconds. This belt is still running. Gonna put a little in there. And you know how you can always tell, now don't cut this out. You always know how you can tell a good piece of equipment after you use it, if it's still clean. Then you know it was built well. If you use a piece of equipment and you're done with it, and it's got asphalt and grease all over it, probably not designed well. Or the operator's a fool, one of the two. Now we're gonna come over here, we're gonna reverse the auger, which is gonna give you the full clean out. Put the auger in reverse, which is gonna take everything left over inside. Good, Josh. Okay, we're gonna close back up. Okay, we're gonna come in here, Shane. Okay, right down on the bottom here is a door. This we haven't found. We gotta make the perfect tool. We're gonna make a little tool to spin this thing. Okay, he just opened the door. We're gonna reverse the auger.
That is your clean out right there. That's it. It's done. And it's clean. That's it. One shovelful, and guess what? Even that's usable. Even that's usable. So we've used this belt 5 times, and we've already saved 5 ton, right? 500 bucks, right? Hook it back up, close up the gate, done. Next. Please don't ask me how come I paved it this way and how come he was standing in or raking it. Everyone paves the way they want to pave. Do not worry about that. I do want everything you could think of about the belt. Possible ways you could use it, possible different functions, and everything that any comment you want to throw about this machine, please send to us, because like I said, why I'm here, don't cut this out, why I'm here. My business is already fully promoted. We don't need any more work. If we can show the world the technology, the skill, what you need to do this work, it's going to raise everyone's numbers, and everyone knows everyone needs to make more money. From me, down to my driver, down to my laborer. If we can prove to the world that we're not bottom feeders, and this is a highly skilled technical business, and we deserve to be compensated. Thank you. Reach out, tell me what you think. I love my business. I love the people I work with. I love my customers. I love building. I love paving a mile of road and turning around and it's completed. Like, you really did something. No better feeling than building something. Some people drive on a road and take it granted that the road is paved, but we take it serious. This is not only how we feed our family, but this is our product. And we're definitely providing huge service for the community. Building a name, and has nothing to do with money. My name is more important. You can have $1 million in your checkbook today and it's gone. The only thing I'm gonna leave you is my good name. And that is worth more than money. And everyone says, oh, you got great sons. But I always took them to work because I wanted to teach them how to work. Every one of my boys started off sweeping for $2 an hour. And I took them on Saturday, I took them on weekend, I took them on holidays, and whenever I could, I threw them in the truck.
As soon as I was potty trained, it was like, all right, you can go with your dad. Growing up, all my brothers started pretty young. My dad made it fun. You know, we had fun at work. He didn't treat me like a kid on the job. Our reputation means everything. My father and mother instilled that in us since we were young kids. It's our turn to carry on the legacy. In this line of work, you have to be a problem solver. That's what we do every day. We solve problems. When we get on a job site, it's all obstacles, and that's what we do, adapt and overcome. We definitely embrace technology. If we could do something faster, better, more efficient, we're in. That's an easy sell for us.
30 years ago, I wanted a John Deere machine because I loved the color, I loved the way it looked. As I got older and smarter, I want service. I want this relationship here. I want to pick up the phone at 7 o'clock at night and the company's gonna answer the phone and say, we'll be there Monday morning at 6 o'clock and come get another one in the meantime. That's how I ended up with John Deere. They've always been there. My filing cabinet is a Craftsman toolbox. So this is who we are. Believe it or not, all my important documents are right in here. And this is my desk, and it's made by Craftsman. So I don't have a wood mahogany desk with a bottle of bourbon underneath the cabinet. That's not us. And this is the table right here. This is our table. This is where we do it, right here. It's cool, right? So this is our hometown vibe. We built a small local business with a very strong name locally. We're very small, very local. We do as much as we can locally with our community, and social media has actually gave us a national brand. It's the most powerful tool in the history of business is social media. For years and years, we did everything from the Yellow Pages to to matchbooks, to local baseball teams, cancer drives, you name the advertisement or the charity, we were involved. And now with one click of a button, the world can see what we do. And we are also allowed to tell our story. So I can go on social media and you get to talk to me. And I'm giving my message to people across the world. That's nothing better, nothing better. Morning, World of Asphalt. It's been a minute. July 17th. We're on a 4-mile stretch of road in Newtown, Connecticut. Come on around, baby. Where it says don't enter, that's where you're gonna enter. They don't stop. We did phase 1 of this last year. We did 2 miles. We're on the final leg of it this year. We have 2 miles of road to pave here.
When we first started, I have no construction background at all. I watched my husband's family business, and then we went off on our own. And I was a little hesitant about going into the business with my husband, but he pushed me. You can do it. And I did it, and I've been doing it ever since. I learned a lot, probably the most I've learned since school. I mean, this is a growing business that takes you to places that you never thought you could do. Every time it got a little harder, my husband said, you're fine, you got this. And he pushed me, and now I feel like I could do anything. My family comes first. My boys, I've raised them, they're very close. I can't even imagine what our life would be like without our family business.
I learned this business all when it was done by hand. Been here for 50 years, and when I was on paving jobs when I was a young man, everything was done with a pick and a shovel. As the technology started morphing, I was totally in because I saw how much easier, faster, and better, how much more work we could perform. And now we're really in a great time in the industry with the technology. We've gone from shovels to cabs on machines, and now we sit in cockpits. And when I can have an operator go in, brand new cockpit, and can perform his duties easier, faster, better, with his Bluetooth hooked up, I'm really excited about the technology that we have and where it's going. In the construction industry, you're not going to get a call because I can rent a bulldozer. I'm not going to get a call because I can rent a grader. People call me because I have one. So sometimes you have to take a leap of faith and know that if you purchase a piece of equipment, that it will bring you business. Owning quality equipment makes my job go easier, faster, and better. My 3 words that I always use. We want to be on top. We want to be on top. We really do. And the equipment is, in my opinion, the equipment's how you're going to get there today. Owner on every project, owner on the phone. They say the most important call that you could take is the very first phone call that they make to a business. And the first phone call you get to American Pavement, an owner picks up the phone, speaks to you, and then when we do a job site visit, an owner comes out, assesses the project, and then when we do the work, you have an owner on the project. This is how we feed our family, so we're real serious about our business.
The thing that our company has to offer is A, the trust that we have with our clients, and also to know that when they get to the point for paving, that they don't even have to be there. They know that it's all going to be done the way it's supposed to be done. They know that a lot of the inspectors know our work. When they see us show up, they're happy.
I can give a lot of advice to contractors starting out. Be yourself is number 1. Do what you do. Be who you are. Don't try to copy any other business. You can have other business that you admire, other business that you'd like to be like, but be yourself. Honesty, hard work, drive, and it's your dream, it's your passion. I don't care if you sell bumpers. If you're a bumper guy, you have passion about it. In today's market, you could sell toothpicks. If you're good at it, you're going to be successful. And if that's your strive and your dream, if you follow it, everything's going to go well. So yesterday the crew came in here, we milled it out and paved it 1 lane straight. Today's a little bit more difficult. We're doing 5 skips. Everywhere they put a water line, we had to pave about 100 feet each side. We got about 20 people out here, traffic people, cones, pavers, milling machines, dump trucks, millings going in, millings going out. We're hoping to be off this road by 2:30 because we got school buses coming in at 3 o'clock.
To be in this line of work, you have to be a problem solver. That's what we do every day.
Being the youngest of the 4, Matty does everything. He's our utility guy. Jack is my demo man. He's the gearhead of the family. If it goes fast, got power and teeth, he wants to run it. Anything that has to do with destroying Jack's really good at it.
When I was a kid, I used to rip stuff apart, never put it back together. So I think that's where the milling comes into play. This has teeth, a drum, they spin very fast. Gets into the asphalt, chews up the blacktop, goes into a discharge belt onto the truck, goes back to the plant for recycling. It gets recycled back into the material that we're gonna be putting back down.
What we're looking at here is this working WR200. This machine is gonna take it from dirt to rock to road with 1 pass. So it's being 100% recycled right in place. The grader is fully blending this material into a beautiful, usable product. Half the time, half the energy, half the fuel. This is 21st century stuff.
We definitely embrace technology. If we could do something faster, better, more efficient, we're in. That's an easy sell for us.
This machine that we're running is a workhorse. I can control the belts, I can control the augers, I can control a lot of things for the ground guys. Now I'm doing things in that computer system that the guys below me don't even realize that I'm doing to make them have an easier day and an easier job.
John Deere is an iconic brand. With working equipment, it's like a super team now.
We come in with the whole crew, we mill it, we sweep it, we tack it, pave it, and it's done in the same day. And that's what it's about right there.